Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Moore Park College, home of the Moore Park Raiders, where tonight we get set for a matchup between the Raiders and the Santa Monica College team here for this big game. The Raiders coming in with a record of 1-4, Santa Monica in with an even record of 2-2. I'm Justin Borges, your play-by-play commentator, alongside Luke Lamont, your color commentator this evening. As we get set to give you the tale of the tape between these two teams, we're going to start with Santa Monica. They really play a similar style to Moore Park, and they rely heavily on their defense. As a team, they come in with 10 sacks.
Yeah, they do. Their defense, 10 sacks. Similar to Moore Park, both defenses rely heavily on their defensive line to force stops for them. Unlike their secondary, both teams definitely on offensive end rely on the pass, over 1,000 yards for both, not nearly as much on the run. Both teams average a very similar amount of yards, one difference. Santa Monica averages 27 points on the offensive end, Moore Park only 14.
And for the Raiders, coming in with the record of 1-4, as we mentioned, they really need to clean it up on defense. Last weekend, they gave up 600 total yards, 7 rushing touchdowns, and were 4 for 19 on third down on offense. So what do they need to do defensively to really tighten it up?
Well, defensively, you got to rely on your D-line. In the games that they played, especially back in the Santa Ana game, they relied on their defensive line to get those final stops to hold on to a win there. So you got to expect the defensive line to have a big day, especially stopping the run. Luckily for them, the run game not as big for Santa Monica.
We're going to get set for kick in just a minute. Stay with us, everybody, for this big game.
In to kick off for the Raiders, number 26, Scooter Carranza. Tyler Blair on the return. Stop tackle by number 47, Ryan Bako. Ball placed at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Corsairs.
Technical difficulties. Our pregame ran a little long. That kick was down at the 34-yard line. Scooter Carranza kicked it away. And now the Corsairs take over offensively. Give to the back. Completely shut down. Noah Gadushim, the carrier.
The Moore Park defensive line starting this one off early for the Raider defense, getting a big stop on first down.
2nd and 10, 14:27 to go, no score. Deep ball wide open down the sideline and into Raider territory at the 40. A big pass there by number 14. Sam Valton, the quarterback, a freshman, 6'3", 210 out of Venice, California.
Early on, Santa Monica doing what they do best in the passing game.
Fake, here comes the blitz. He gets crushed. Throw, caught! High point the ball inside the 5. Whoa! Tariq Brown, the sophomore wide receiver and the number 1 man in receptions, came up with it. Wow.
Santa Monica going early to the passing game. Their offensive strength, as we talked about, and as you mentioned, Justin, Tariq Brown, their leading receiver, gets his 25th catch on the year. Already has 337, was inches away from his 3rd touchdown.
So a big pass there by Valton, and now all of a sudden already knocking on the door of a score within a minute and a half here. Under center, up the middle, and touchdown! The Corsairs score big first.
Quick strike from the Santa Monica offense, dominating in the passing attack, so Moorpark definitely needs to rely on either better pass rush or their corners got to get on top of this passing game.
And the Corsairs just blitzed on offense in terms of scoring quickly, and Moorpark just got punched right in the mouth to start this game. 13:30 to go, 6-0. Kick is away and good for Rajon Baker.
The Moorpark offense needs to get a quick response here after their defense lets up that early touchdown within, as you said, just a minute 30 into this game. Moorpark looked to be caught way off guard, and the passing attack for Santa Monica just lethal early on as they let Valton cash in for getting over 1,000 yards on the season on that drive, thanks to the reception from his leading receiver, Tariq Brown.
So now the Raiders will look to get the football back deep to receive. Jaquan Martin, Daniel Pierce, back deep to receive. They're getting the ball set on the tee here.
We'll see the bright spot of the year for Moorpark. This return team has been very good and helped their offense setting up in great field position on most returns.
Correction, that was Tommy Meek, a freshman kicker who kicked the extra point and will be kicking here. Pierce will return it at the 8. Tries to break to the outside. Cuts upfield as blockers to the 40. Outside past midfield and a big return to the 45 of the Corsairs in Santa Monica territory to start their first possession.
A lot of explosion early in this game. The return team for Moorpark helped them out all year. Still looking great here today to start it off as they get the ball at midfield. And Santa Monica's quick strike is looking to be matched here by Moorpark and Trey Johnson.
Trey Johnson, Donovan Davis in the backfield, 2 wide receivers far side, extra blocker. Give up the middle, trying to strip the football. Now pushing the pile. There's 10 yards. What a big, powerful run.
Great response by the Raider offense. A physical run, as you said, to start this drive. We'll see what Johnson can do. We know he's better towards the passing for Moorpark.
2nd and 1, a gain of 9, 12:57 to go. 7-0. Up the middle. Corsairs lead. He got the yard. It'll move the sticks. It's at the 39-yard line.
Yet to see a pass from a pass-heavy offense in Moorpark.
Johnson in the shotgun, 4 wide receivers, 3 in a bunch head on the far side. Play action, high, and crushed. Way high for number 83, Theorine Jimenez, the wide receiver, a freshman, 6'2", 200, out of Eagle Crest, Colorado.
Well, Jimenez, they try to hit him on the slant. Jimenez sort of broke out towards the end of last game against Mount San Jacinto, racking in his first touchdown of the year. He had 2 deep balls on the late 4th quarter drive, led by Keone Calderon.
Johnson again moves Shakir and loses the football all the way back at the 47-yard line of the Raiders.
That'll be a drive killer right there. You have the ball in good field position, you're staying with the sticks, but Now you got 3rd and 20 due to the high snap. It's something we saw a lot last week, Justin, especially in their wildcat formation, was the center just snapping a little too high for the quarterback or running back to reach.
Storyline of the season for the Raiders, some miscues, a lot of penalties and turnovers. Johnson going way too deep. Didn't let the receivers finish his route, the intended receiver, Jacob Carbajal. 4th and long, here comes the punt team.
This is something Moore Park's got to watch for in this game. Their kick return set up a great opportunity for the offense to tie the game, so they have to cash in on these great field position opportunities that their kick return team has given them. They haven't been able to do so throughout the year. Something they need to change if they want to turn this season around, especially here today against an electric offense like Santa Monica.
Caden Thomas back deep to return. A deep kick retrieved inside the 15, trying to break it upfield. Gets to the 21. There's a flag, 2 of them on the play.
I think this one will be moved back a couple yards.
We await the word of the officials. Storyline for both these clubs, but particularly Moore Park. They've really shot themselves in the foot this year with a 1-4 record.
Return, rock in the back, return team, number 43. After the goal, first down.
So number 43 for Santa Monica, which we do not have listed. So there has been a number change somewhere. Apologize, unable to get that name to you.
Santa Monica starting their second drive similar to the first, and a short run to start. Now Moore Park's got to be prepared for the pass here, especially in the second and median, opening up a lot of options.
Take up a play, second and 6.
Up the middle again.
Moore Park defensive line, great job containing that slight toss play. Running back tried to cut it up, but staying home. Good job by Peyton Casillas and Amari Thomas to wrap him up in the A-gap.
3rd down and 6. Possible passing situation. 10:52 to go. The Corsairs lead it. By a touchdown. Shotgun. Receiver in motion is Gunnison Bloodgood. It goes over the head of the quarterback. He retrieves it in the end zone. Somehow gets the pass away behind the line of scrimmage. And a dangerous sequence of events there leads to a 4th down. The Corsairs will punt.
What a turnaround on that play. Moore Park has an opportunity for a safety or possibly a fumble recovery. Great job by the Santa Monica quarterback getting out of the end zone and saving one there.
Flag on the play. Illegal substitution on the offense. 5-yard penalty on the play.
We've seen this Raider punt defense block one earlier this year. Great chance here to make a big game-changing.
Whoa, muffed the snap. Safety out of the end zone. He didn't get the ball away, and those will be the first Raider points of the game on special teams.
Raider special team showing up early. They started with a great return, and there you go. A safety. What could have happened on the last play? They get it on the 4th down. Great answer for the Raider defense.
So 7-2. Moore Park getting their first points. Santa Monica still leads by 5.
The defensive back for Moore Park, number 13, Jacob Vallejo, came flying off the edge, got there in time. We'll just push the punter out the back of the end zone. That's all he had to do. Great chance for Moore Park to take a lead here.
To your score. A modified kickoff coming following the safety.
How dangerous this Moore Park return team has been, especially due, as you said, the modified kickoff sort of from the 20. So Moore Park has a great chance to get this ball in plus territory.
Kicking it away. Retrieved past the 20. Up the middle, through the secondary, breaking tackles to the 47. And the Raiders will start in good field position here.
After picking up only one first down, and the high snap sort of ruined that drive for Moore Park. Definitely looking to keep it under control here. See if Johnson can lead them down the field. A great chance. Your defense and special teams have gotten you to stop in great field position. Comes down to the offense to capitalize on these opportunities.
Joe Llanos checks into the game at the running back spot for the Raiders.
Almost their best player, I'd say, are on this team. What an athlete he's been for them.
Carbajal in motion. They give to Llanos. He cuts upfield, pushes his way, whistles blow. Possibly prematurely there. I thought there was some continuation going on.
I think on the cut upfield after getting outside, he may have had an elbow or knee hit the ground.
Gain of a couple. They spot the ball at the 47-yard line. And now play action. Johnson goes to a check down, gets the pass complete to the 45 of Santa Monica. That's number 81, William Mazuka, the tight end on the reception, a freshman, 6'4", 230, out of Westlake Village.
Mazuka picks up his 5th catch of the year, now passes 40 yards in this season. He's averaging 11 per game. You're getting your tight end involved early for Moore Park and picked up a good first down.
So the Raiders with the move and a first down. They motion Llanos out into the flat. Back to the tight end, Mazuka. Gets upended at the 40.
Back-to-back targets to Mazuka, getting the tight end involved in the flat. Seemingly, with the off coverage Santa Monica is playing, having someone come from the inside towards the outside is definitely going to work well for Moore Park today. They got to take what's given to them and not try to force anything deep.
Johnson willing to let his players create in space. 2nd and 5. They motion Carbajal. They give up the middle. Slicing his way through. What a run. Tight space from Llanos. He'll pick up the first down.
A big focal point of the last week offense. Getting Joe Llanos involved. Ended up scoring his first touchdown of the year. He's a player that you got to get involved every single week. I hope Moore Park, for their own sake, gets him involved a lot more tonight.
And on the top of the 4th, Will Smith just hit a home run. 2-1 Dodgers.
1st and 10, 7:48 to go in the quarter. Llanos breaks outside, has a man to beat with speed. He cuts upfield, 1st and goal at the 9.
Moore Park realizing what they got to do. You got to feed the ball to number 21. He's been a huge playmaker on the offensive end. He's resulted in almost all of their large plays besides a couple deep passes to Carbajal and Jimenez throughout the year. But it's Joe Llanos getting what he needs, and that's out in space. Moore Park's going to be great on the offensive end tonight.
Santa Monica packs the box, brings blitz. Llanos wrapped up.
Llanos on the carry again.
Possibly going back to Llanos one too many times. They're going to put Davis back in the game. Santa Monica defensive line was ready for that one. Great block shedding up front. and stop Vignano for nothing.
2nd and 10, no gain from the 10-yard line. Technically from the 11, so they are just outside of goal territory. Johnson will give to Dave up the sideline. There's a flag. Donovan Davis took it.
Donovan Davis on the carry.
But there's a flag.
Holding. Offense, number 10. 10-yard penalty. Repeat second.
Holding on Kenneth Stewart on the outside. He was in there as a blocker. He gets 10 yards penalized.
Penalty of third downfield. So the second goal.
Interesting tendency breaker from Moorpark. We've seen a lot more runs compared to Johnson passes. Only 3 pass attempts so far tonight for Johnson. The rest have been on the ground. So Moorpark seeing something in the run game they like. They had a touchdown, but can't hold. Cost you.
Play action. Johnson to the end zone. And in between the window, incomplete.
Johnson trying for Shakir there. One of his main targets last week. Shakir boosted his stats up greatly, bringing it to 9 receptions on the air for over 100 yards. He's the 4th Moorpark receiver. Correction, 5th to break the 100-yard mark.
3rd and 13. 6:31 to go. Raiders looking to take the lead here. They're bringing the house. Picked up, tipped in the air, and incomplete. A dangerous pass.
Interesting decision to go underneath so short.
So here comes the kicking unit. Scooter Carranza will try a field goal.
Carranza started the year perfect, but we have not seen him make a kick since. 1 for 4 in the year.
Up and through, and the Raiders cut it to now a 2-point game. It's 7-5.
Carranza breaks the streak of 3 missed straight, knocks that one through, 2nd on the year. The offense does get some points, Justin, but definitely not what you were looking for as you were inside almost the 10-yard line. You did have a touchdown taken away due to a hold.
Kenneth Stewart on the hold. They do come away with points. Carranza will kick it away. Corsairs have 2 deep to receive it. Position back at the 5. Kick is away, returned upfield with blockers to the 40 and pass. Big return there. Corsairs will set up with good field position now.
It's a good ball carrier vision by Brown to cut it back upside in the middle. And Moorpark rallies to save the touchdown there, closing that alley.
So Brown takes it upfield to the 42-yard line. And out comes Bolton and the rest of this offense. 7-5 the score, 6:17 to go in the quarter. In motion, Gunnison Bloodgood. And trying to escape out of the pocket, throws on the run, and it's high, incomplete. Vaulton incomplete there.
Great pressure and penetration from the Moore Park defensive line on that pass rush. Vaulton, we've seen him not really pass as much as expected due to the stats that we've seen from Santa Monica. We see if we can get them some momentum in the passing game.
Now, it's a run by the quarterback, up the middle, through to the 46-yard line of the Raiders. First down, Corsairs.
For Vaulton, picking up half of his yardage so far in the year. He had 26 on the ground. He halves it there, adding 13 more in the ground game so far for Santa Monica.
So now the ball at the 46-yard line of the Raiders in plus territory. Vaulton looking to add to his first touchdown of the game. They bring 4 and throw deep. And good hands there by Cashton Haffrey on the coverage.
For Moore Park, they're lining up Haffrey tonight on Brown. Expect to see some good battles in that matchup. Haffrey, as you said, great hands there, wins that one for Moore Park.
2nd and 10, 5:31 to go. 7-5. Bizarre start. We had 1 touchdown, then a safety and a field goal for the Raiders. Shotgun again, 4 wide, 3 bunch to the right. Give to the back. Upfield, Neos is pushing his way to the 28. Big run.
Josiah Neos not usually the feature back. Usually it's Hassan Biggest for the Santa Monica offense. But Neos, 66 yards in the year. He's leading the team in touchdowns on the ground with 4. Picks up a nice chunk play there.
And now the ball is at the 29-yard line. 5:06 to go. Again, they bring 4. The rush is coming and breaking out of the pocket. Pushing his way past the 20. Big run, lowers the shoulder. Another first down scramble for Vaulton.
Well, Vaulton being a little uncharacteristic so far tonight. He's now doubled his yards in the season with that one. So definitely making a big impact in the ground game, leading the team in rushing so far in their 2 possessions. Or 3 possessions, I should say. For Moore Park, something that they wouldn't have going into the game plan, seeing that a quarterback only has 26 rushing yards. Maybe they definitely have to adjust to, considering Vaulton's beating them on the ground very nicely so far.
2-back system, it's a roll, it's a bootleg. Vaulton throwing, complete, and right there to meet him, a Raider defender. Salah Hill on the coverage, the freshman, 5'11", 170 out of Chaminade High.
Vaulton's pass complete to Bloodgood.
Well, Moore Park, one of their nice trios they got out in the cornerback between Lopez, Haffrey, and Salah Hill. Making a great tackle coming, rallying on that one. So great coverage on a man coverage look for Moore Park there. Tried to go with the play action crossers, not able to find anything open. Vaulton just goes as a check down, but Moore Park not letting anything happen underneath.
2nd and 11, it's a loss of 1. Good protection, breaking, and there's the sack, the first of the game for the Raiders.
There's the Moore Park defensive line. Great pressure up the middle. Nowhere for Vaulton to go.
Amari Thomas also in on that one, providing pressure. 3rd and 15, it's a loss of 4. The ball is at the 18-yard line.
Amari Thomas picking up his 3rd sack of the year on that one. A great play. 2nd in the team, just behind Peyton Casillas with 6.
Now under center, they flip to the back in the Wildcat. It's a reverse. There he goes toward the sideline. He's got plenty of room in front of him. And a nice play call. Neos Matthias was right there. And the reverse works to perfection. He's close to the first down, and now, well, actually not as close as we thought. It's a 4th and 9. It was a pickup of 6, and it will force a field goal try for this Santa Monica team. Tommy Meek in to kick it.
Meek's first field goal attempt of the season coming up.
Kick is away. It is good, just over the left upright. A minute 59. The score is 10-5. Santa Monica in the lead.
The Santa Monica offense counters Moore Park's field goal, regains that 5-point lead that they had after the safety. So Moore Park got to get in the end zone here. Santa Monica has shown that they can do it. Moore Park not so far tonight. The offense has got to get some good momentum going here. I like Johnson. You got to get him, get some more confidence towards him throwing the ball deep.
Reminder, this is a live stream here tonight. Tune in on the Moore Park YouTube channel, or you can watch on demand following this game. Access this through the Moore Park Athletic website or the FVTM channel, FTMA actually, to be exact.
And we'll see how this Moore Park offense gets set up thanks to their great return team. So far, we've seen them set up shop around midfield almost every time.
Minute 59 to go in the quarter, 10-5. Santa Monica in the lead. Fielded near the sideline, breaking upfield, staying in bounds. Good return again. Daniel Pierce took it out. Minute 53 to go. Here comes Trey Johnson and Donovan Davis.
So far tonight, no Trevor Youngman so far as we've seen. Typically comes in to run some option plays, but they're liking Johnson, and I would assume more likely on this drive, especially with Johnson in, they're going to keep going with some Davis runs and then mix in some play action and definitely try to hit something in a medium or short kind of range.
Johnson, give to Davis. He tries to make shifty moves. Not a lot of space. Maybe 1-2 on forward progress.
Santa Monica defense starts this drive just as they wanted. An issue Moore Park had last week was keeping up with the stick. They faced a lot of 2nd down and 3rd down and longs, causing them to only go 4 for 19, as you mentioned pregame, Justin.
Outside the numbers, complete. A nice pickup. Alexander Jones, the receiver. Freshman wide receiver, 6'5", 190. Out of Oak Park. Johnson looking that way again, finds his target, makes a man miss to the 38.
Alexander Jones picks up his 8th reception on the year. He's another Moore Park receiver to be over 100 yards. No touchdowns yet, but nearing that 130 receiving mark in the season thanks to those 2 receptions.
1st and 10. Now rolling out. Johnson throws, and he had his receiver crossing deep, but led him a little too far. Incomplete. Intended receiver there, Jaden Shakir.
Great corner route run by Shakir. Johnson just overthrows him. If that one's on target, Shakir has a great chance to turn that one upfield and get in the end zone for Moore Park. Something we've seen a little bit for Johnson throughout the year is some overthrows on the deep ball. If he gets those under control, he's going to have a lot more passing touchdowns.
Llanos checked back in. Johnson was rushed on the defensive line. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 now. From the 39-yard line.
Seen a lot of off coverage from this Orange Coast defense so far, contrary to Moore Park running a tight man scheme.
Good protection. Johnson steps up through the pocket and nearly throws an interception. In on the coverage, number 20, Jai Guess. Freshman defensive back, 6'2", 180. Out of Patricia Driesler. 4th and 10. Here comes the punt team. Quick first quarter, pretty clean on both sides, only a couple of penalties.
We're off to a very fast start there in the beginning with that 3-play drive for Santa Monica and then the safety, so very interesting game early on.
37.6 to go. Kicked away, high arc. Takes a Moore Park bounce and a beautiful special teams, or is it? Is it out of bounds touchback? Let's see where they spot it. Out of bounds at the 1. It's a great special teams coverage there for the Raiders, and they pin Santa Monica deep.
Oh, great coffin corner punt there. This is huge. Last time Santa Monica's offense was pinned like this deep, Moore Park ended up getting their first points of the game and a safety on the punt. Can Moore Park capitalize once again and maybe force a safety or possibly get a great 3-and-out here, stop and get their offense a great field position, a chance to punch one in?
30 seconds to go. Talking it over on the sideline. Whistles blow. They come back to the field to play.
Moore Park's defensive line needs to come up big here for this team.
The Corsairs now set up under center. Uh-oh, lineman moved. That'll be a false start, and now they're going to move it back just inside the 1.
Can you even get any closer than that? You're talking inches there.
Half the distance would be the half-yard line, if there is such a thing, in between.
Pretty much you need to pick up yardage or you're getting stopped in your own end zone here.
What happens if you get another false start? How far back do they go now? They try to push the pile and give themselves a little more space to about the 5-yard line.
I believe just another false start would go to the quarter, and then I'd imagine they'd go 8th and just keep going from there.
10 seconds. We're coming up on the end of the first quarter. 10-5. Santa Monica in the lead. They will take it to the end of the quarter, and each team will go to their respective sideline. An interesting start. A safety and a field goal for the Raiders, a touchdown pass, and a field goal for Santa Monica. But while we have a moment at the end of the quarter, let's thank some of our sponsors, because without them, this game and this broadcast is not possible, starting with Meathead Movers. Meathead Movers, your local student-athlete movers, offer a worry-free moving experience. We hire champions who are strong, clean-cut student-athletes. Our movers jog when not carrying items, saving customers time and money. Call us today to schedule your free estimate at 866-THE-MEAT or visit meatheadmovers.com. UCLA Health, with neighborhood offices in Simi Valley, Porter Ranch, Thousand Oaks, and Westlake Village, the very best in healthcare is now closer to you. UCLA Health, which is all Moore Park College student athletes and their families, the very best for a healthy and successful year. Go Raiders. Cal State Channel Islands. 7,000 plus students, 62% are first generation, and 83% receive financial aid. 26 majors, 26 minors, 6 graduate programs, 22,500 proud alumni, teaching and administrative credentials and authorizations, certificate programs. That's what CSU Channel Islands offers. Channel your potential. So we get set to bring you back here for the start of the second quarter on a 2nd and 6 from the 4-yard line. They've switched sides of the field.
Here we go. We see if the Raider defense can stop the Santa Monica offense after their good first down run to get them out of the end zone. Looks like they're still going to stick with their heavy set here.
They give to what appears to be the fullback. He tries to power his way through. Doesn't get much. It'll be 3rd and about 5, maybe 4.
A crucial 3rd down coming up. Great chance for Moore Park to get off the field and allow their offense to take over in what should be good field position, as their return team usually sets them up with about a 20-yard return, especially pinned back this deep. Possibly another safety incoming. For Santa Monica, you got to maybe look for some play action passing here if Moore Park's expecting the run.
See if Volton has anything up his sleeve. Shotgun set, 2 backs. He's going to throw a slant and dropped. Intended receiver, Kane French.
Incomplete. 4th down.
Freshman wide receiver, 6'5", 192 out of Susan Miller Dorsey High School.
French only 5 receptions on the air for 55 yards, so he's averaging a nice 11 per catch. Not able to haul that one in, so it's interesting for Moore Park. They have been playing a lot of man. They switched to zone there and a lot of backing off coverage, especially in a 3rd down and short. You'd think to be playing more underneath.
So the Raiders look to set up with good field position here. Jaquan Martin back deep to return and retrieved by Hill. He pushes up. He breaks to the outside, and all of a sudden already in the red zone following the short punt. Salah Hill on punt returns, 5'11", 170.
Got a little too much air into that for Santa Monica. Great job reading reaction coming up on that one, catching it in stride, be able to get some momentum going forward and breaking those tackles. So Moore Park right now has prime field position starting in the red zone, as you mentioned. You need to capitalize on the offensive end. This is a prove-it drive for their offense to go forward in this game.
So Johnson now set up with prime real estate. Llanos in at the backfield position. 4 wide receivers, 3 on the near side. Shotgun. Pass. Slant complete. Mazuka makes a move. There's a flag on the play. There's 2 of them.
I think they might get Stewart again with a hold.
We will see who it's on. Kenneth Stewart already has 1 hold to his name. Flags placed at the 20, correction, the 17-yard line. Peter Briggs with a face mask on the defense. Freshman, 6'1", 235 out of Calabasas.
Moore Park's going to go with some running here. Youngman comes into the game, coming in for Johnson. A lot of the time we see Youngman, we see that, yep, this is going to be a goal line set here for Moore Park.
Llanos in at the backfield, Youngman under center. And false start. The entire line moved, but the quarterback did not. The Raiders are saying they thought they were drawn.
False start. Offensive line. 5-yard penalty.
Well, that can give you a chuckle, Luke, because it's rare that you see an official say that a false start happens on the entire offensive line.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times, but that's sort of a rarity in football. Well, Moore Park, they got to latch down on that, I would guess. Snap count was not necessarily clear, or some linemen were trying to get the offsides drawn on Santa Monica for some free yards.
The ball back at the 12. Salah Hill on a jet sweep, nowhere to go. They move backwards to the 19.
First time we've seen the Wildcat for Moore Park goes way backwards. We saw a lot last game. They tried the reverse from Llanos to Shakir, nowhere to go.
Correction, that was Shakir on the take, and it was also Shakir on the kickoff return. The punt return. They have Johnson set up at wide receiver.
Staying Wildcat.
Wildcat. And breaking through, trying to get some of the yards back to the 15.
So it seems despite their defense stepping up and playing very well, and same with their special teams, the Moore Park offense has been the same story throughout this game. They started this drive, Justin, right where they have the ball right now. They've gone backwards due to miscommunications, penalties, so they really need to figure something out. It's 3rd down and long, and you're thinking about goal unit onto the field unless you get it towards the 2-3 yard line. Not what Moore Park wants.
4 wide. They could try to go with a hard count. No, there's Johnson. He's getting brushed in his face. Complete to Stewart.
Johnson, a great strike to Stewart. Stewart was left on an island one-on-one on the short side of the field. Just runs a nice little fake to the corner, right across the middle on the post, goes up and gets it. And Stewart picks up his first receiving touchdown of the year.
Raiders score. They take the lead. It's 11-10. Early to think about going for 2. They are sending the quarterback out there as if they may try it.
I believe they are.
12:04 to go, a 1-point lead. Johnson under center. They motion Llanos to the slot. There's a flag on the play, and it is either an illegal motion or a false start.
False start. Offense. Number 81. 5-yard penalty.
And so William Mazuka, the tight end, into block, gets called for that.
But now do you still go for 2 even though you're backed up 5 instead of taking this one from the 4? Taking it from almost about the 10 to 9 yard line.
Well, they have about 16 seconds on the play clock to talk about it. Johnson came to the sideline to confirm. Shotgun set, 2 wide. Johnson will go for 2. He goes to the corner. High point and caught. The 2-point conversion is good to Alexander Jones. The Raiders take a 3-point lead. It's 13-10.
At the beginning of the play, Justin, Johnson walked over to Jones and said a couple words to him, probably telling him, I'm throwing this fade route to you. And a perfect pass from Johnson. But an even better job from Jones going up and mossing the defensive back there. Exactly what Moore Park needed.
So now it's a 3-point advantage for the Raiders. 13-10, 12:04 to go in the half. A drive that started at their own at the opposing 20, following a great punt return set up by the defense and their stop.
Johnson notching his 6th passing touchdown on the season, makes his ratio of touchdown to interception 6-4, so growing those numbers in the right way.
Raiders looking to improve to 2-4. Santa Monica looking to improve to 3-2. It's a bit of a pooch kick to the 32-yard line. Returned, pushing upfield. Great open field tackle by number 42 of the Raiders, Robert Cosby, the linebacker. Freshman, 6'3", 215, out of Chaminade High School in Woodland Hills, California.
On the previous drive, Santa Monica not really able to open up the playbook, doing to the start of the field position being at the half-yard line. So I expect a lot of more passes to the ball in Fulton's hand, a lot more coming up on this drive, needing a response to a Moore Park touchdown.
So the ball at the 36-yard line. Of the Corsairs. A motion to receiver whistle immediately blew before the snap even went off. I think somebody took a timeout. Santa Monica chooses to. And so that gives us some time to thank some more of our sponsors, because again, this broadcast is not possible without them. And we are going to start with Big Brand Tire and Service, your game sponsor for tonight. Big Brand Tire and Service is home to the Big Brand Advantage, where flat repairs, tire rotations, alignment checks, and brake checks are always free. Big on fast, big on friendly. Pegasus Transit. Pegasus Transit, we are the answer to all your transportation needs. Safe, courteous drivers, a company you can trust. That is Pegasus Transit. The ASMC Associated Students of Moore Park College. Moore Park College Athletics would like to thank the Associated Students of Moore Park College for supporting our student athletes. Learn more about ASMC by stopping by their booth, located fieldside, or by following ASMC in Instagram at ASMC. And so we're back with a 1st and 10. They motion a guy out. Over the middle, intercepted by Haffrey. He puts the Jets on. And into red zone territory immediately at the 20.
And Haffrey had one last week. This time he gets another. A great job by him and Isaiah Moon reading the slant flat combo. Moon jumps the flat route. The Bolton thinks he has the slant. Haffrey makes a great athletic play to jump that one. One broken tackle away from a house call.
Holding on the offense, it won't matter because of the interception, and the Raiders take over following the turnover. This is the most impressive we've seen both sides of the ball play succinctly this year to start this game.
The Raiders need to run with it, Justin. As you said, they're playing their best football right now.
11:48 to go in the half. The Raiders looking to go up by at least 9 with a touchdown. A field goal makes it 6. In motion is Carbajal. He goes back the other way, fake to him. They go with a wide receiver screen. That is Shakir. He pushes his way to about the 15-yard line.
Good agility for Shakir to cut that one back inside, weaving through traffic. Nice pickup to start the drives. A lot of these short passes are due to these Santa Monica corners, Justin, playing around 10 yards off the football.
11:24 to go, 5-yard pickup now. They try to go a little bit of tempo. The give to the back. Davis tries to make a move. Shifts his way through the middle. Doesn't really get anywhere. No gain.
Davis on the carry. Loss of 1 on the play.
It's in fact the loss of a yard.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. Trying to pay it off with some points here.
Something to watch. Never mind. The corners are back, and I was going to mention Jones being pressed, the man who cut out that 2-point conversion.
Johnson outside, making a man miss is Carbajal. He dives forward and has just enough for the 1st down.
And a great awareness to spin inside there for Carbajal, the leading receiver for the Raiders, picks up a nice 1st down. Moore Park in dangerous territory here, looking to strike again.
1st and goal now. The ball at the 10-yard line. They motion a receiver. Shakir. Davis will take it up the middle and push forward inside the 5 to about the 3. And the Raiders are knocking on the door of another score. Whistles blow. Officials timeout. There's an injured Raider on the play. Gets up, it appears, holding his shoulder near his collarbone area.
Donovan Davis.
That is Davis. Well, we hope nothing, popped out there. Well, they do have Llanos. They have running back depth.
We've seen recently, though, Davis been sort of the workhorse, and Llanos comes in, sparks a big play for the offense. So, number 1 running back going out is not what you want to see, especially right here down the goal line. And Moore Park is going to be coming out in their goal line, set Youngman back in. We'll have Llanos trying to charge in for the touchdown.
They also have Jamar McFarland, who's seen some time. And they go under center, hurry it up. They snap it. Youngman, I believe, tried to, or did he keep it? I don't even know who he handed it off to. It was in the mesh.
They gave it to the up back.
Up back. Tries to get it inside the 1. Youngman jogs to his head coach. Appears to be staying in for this play on 3rd and 1.
Big 3rd down. Moore Park not needing the touchdown here. All they need is 1 for that 1st down, but they're looking for the end zone.
flag. A false start. Just got started a little early.
That's the opposite of what Moore Park needed. So instead of a 3rd and 1, where you could pick up a first down, then you got 4 tries from the 1.
It is now 3rd and 6.
Now they're going to send Johnson back.
They
out
should,
there.
I would assume, from that position, Johnson will come back in. Here he comes along with Carbajal. He's out there, as well as Ogley, who just checked in at the wide receiver spot. Shotgun, he'll throw it toward the end zone. Jump ball, no flag, incomplete. And the Raiders will look to try for a field goal following the interception return.
Interesting to see if Moore Park, they do have the chance at a first down. I would assume running the field goal unit out is what they'll do. It'd be a smart decision. I think they might stay aggressive here, Justin.
This is interesting, only up by a field goal. It's early. There's still 8 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the half. And they have 2 timeouts remaining now, each team with 2. Following a timeout, the Raiders take one on this all-important 4th down. But while we have a moment, let's thank some more of our sponsors, because this broadcast cannot be brought to you without them. We're going to start with Jimmy John's Sandwiches, who is a proud sponsor of Moore Park College Athletics, Freaky Fast and Freaky Fresh, located at 888 New Los Angeles Avenue in Moore Park. Order online at jimmyjohns.com, the official sandwich of Moore Park College Athletics. Fairfield Inn and Suites in Moore Park and Ventura County. The new Fairfield Inn and Suites is now open, located at 14350 White Sage Road in Moore Park, the official hotel of Moore Park College Athletics. Ask for the special rate. For further information, call 805-327-2000. That's 805-327-2000. Go Raiders! The defense making its way back out onto the field. The Raiders remain huddled for just another moment. They are milking as much of this timeout as they can get. And here they come. A risky decision, but head coach Mike Stewart and the rest of this staff want to go for it here on 4th down. Johnson, it's possible they could go for a hard count and make this a more manageable 4th.
They're definitely telling that they're passing.
And Johnson will go way too high and incomplete. Past the receiver, the intended target. I believe it was Jones again, the man who high-pointed that 2-point conversion earlier in this game. Instead, it's a turnover on downs, and Santa Monica will take over.
This is a big stop for the Santa Monica defense. Got a little lucky there with Johnson putting a little too much mustard on that throw. Jones had the corner beat. He was open. Just needed to drop that one in the grab basket, not able to get it on target. So a big missed opportunity from Moore Park, and Santa Monica gets a great chance to respond.
So now here comes the quarterback, Volton. They rushed 4, going deep, looking for a shot, and the intended receiver led him too far, incomplete. That was number 5, Tariq Brown, the number 1 target.
Well, you've seen a few times tonight looking for Tariq Brown deep. That time, Haffrey, another great play on coverage. A little too much on that one for Volton. Not able to hit his best receiver, his number 1 target throughout the season.
So it is 2nd and 10 with 8:40 to go in the half. 13-10, the Raiders up by a field goal. They give to the back. He pushes outside. He's got space, a nice gain near the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down and short coming up.
Santa Monica faces their second crucial 3rd down inside their own 20 on back-to-back drives. Can Moore Park get the stop and have their offense set up in great field position once again?
3rd and 3. They need 3 for a first down. The ball is at the 15-yard line. 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side. They press in coverage. Receiver in motion. Over the middle, complete. A nice pass by Volton, and that's a first down out past the 30.
Good coverage there by Michael Lopez. Just shoots his hands up a little too early. And the ball finds its way through into the hands of the receiver. Great pickup for Santa Monica. They got to get this drive going as they've been stalled ever since their opening possession.
7:43 to go. First and 10. Ball is at the 32-yard line. It's an option run. Keeper, Walton, pushes his way to near the 40. They're going to mark him down at the 39.
Walton on the key.
Well, Moore Park stops the run there. So Santa Monica, good balanced game so far as we've seen from both teams, Justin. Both teams more of a pass-heavy offensive scheme. We've seen a good balance from both so far.
Plays the ball at the 38. Under center now. Sam. Up the middle to the back. Pushing close. They're going to mark him at the 40.
Second straight third down now coming up for the Santa Monica offense.
Takes the ball to the 41-yard line. 3rd and 1.
They're going to need a yard. They are going to need 1 yard. Can the Raiders come up with a stop with 6:28 to go?
See, even in these third and shorts, we've seen a lot of pass tendencies from Santa Monica. See if they try to catch Moore Park off guard and switch it up here.
It's a snap. Give to the back, and he is stuffed. He will not get that yard. 4th down.
Defensive line, just as we talked about, making a big play there. They've needed a lot of those from that defensive line. They've heavily relied on them. Well, there they go. Only 1 first down given up, and the offense is going to get the ball back, barring big punt or penalty. Great stop.
Big stop following the turnover on downs by this defense. Keeps the 3-point lead intact. And the kick is away. It will be returned there. And stuffed. Did the ball come out? No, they say the Raiders recover.
Secures the ball at the 27-yard line.
Dangerous for Pierce. He called the fair catch, ran underneath it, not able to get full control. Moore Park gets away with one.
5:19 to go. Couple of timeouts in each team's pocket. A risky move, but the Raiders maintain possession. The ball is at the 27-yard line. Here comes Youngman.
Haven't seen a lot of Youngman tonight, only in those goal line packages. Now they're finally using them and spreading the ball out.
They bring pressure. Good option keeper. He read the defense well. Youngman takes a hit, lowers his shoulder, and a big pickup first down, flag at the 39. And it looks like the Raiders are kicking themselves. Kenneth Stewart is over there shaking his head at the 40. I don't know if this is on the Raiders. We'll find out, but Stewart doesn't look very happy.
Face mask. Defense, number 15.
Well, it turns out to be a face mask penalty on the defense. Tristan Blankenship, the tight end in there as also a defensive player, 6 feet 255 out of Venice, called for the penalty, and now all of a sudden they are in Corsair territory.
It's the second face mask on this Corsair defense so far tonight.
Youngman this time gives to the back. He breaks up the edge. And whoa, did the ball squirt out late? No, he was down.
After handing it off, Santa Monica, a little bit of a hit late there. Youngman was looking for the flag, won't get one, but a great pickup. Moore Park moving the ball very well on the ground so far in this one.
2nd and 4, gain of 6, 4:40 to go in the quarter here. Raiders with the lead and driving. Now they will give no keeper to Youngman. He gets the first down out across the 35.
I think Moorpark has sort of figured out how to use this dual threat quarterback ability between Johnson. Johnson stays in for the most part, uses him in the passing game and able to give it off to the backs. But when Youngman in, you can run a completely different offensive scheme. So it makes this defense really think and be prepared for sort of a multiple offense.
4 minutes to go. First and 10, a field goal lead for the Raiders, 13-10 the score. Youngman leading this particular series. They motion out Davis. They throw short and juggled and dropped. Ogley, the intended receiver.
Moorpark's got to make sure they get good, decent yards on this second down. You don't want to face a 3rd and long so far tonight. Not as efficient on 3rd down as you'd like to be as an offense. Definitely need to pick something up here, especially nearing borderline field goal range.
Davis trying to break and does. He pushes upfield. He's going to be very close, pushes the pile. I think he's got just enough.
There's a big pickup for Davis. Physical run results in a big chance for Moorpark here to open up the offense on 3rd down.
No, he stepped out of bounds well before the marker, 3rd and 5.
We're going to keep Youngman in, keeping the defense on the toes.
Reminder, Janos, the other back, is also in there now. Oh, we got the defense to move. Youngman with the hard count, but they're saying they were drawn off by the offensive line. We'll see who it's on. Raiders are walking backwards, and now they're standing around still pointing. False start on the offense. They call it on the Raiders. Backs him up, it'll be a 3rd and 10.
That's Moorpark's 4th false start in the first half, Justin. That's something they definitely need to clean up. We've seen them fix those false starts throughout the year so far, and this one, it's now catching back up to him. Something you got to eliminate, especially now because that takes away the Davis run on 2nd down.
On the fringe of field goal range, ball at the 30. Youngman will have to throw it, looking for a screen, gets it to his receiver, breaking upfield and a tackle! Out of bounds at the 3. Oh my goodness, dragged out just before the touchdown marker was Janos.
And there's that superstar playmaking ability of Janos that we've seen throughout the year. Something we haven't seen in a couple weeks from Moorpark is that running back bubble screen to the right. They go back to Janos on the misdirection. Fake a great job by Youngman getting the ball to Janos, allowing him to make the 1st down play.
Here they go. This time they give to the back. Davis pushing. Davis in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Physical run. Finishing that one in the end zone, running over a defender. And Moorpark has a 10-point lead. The extra point is up and good, and the Raiders are playing their best football, Justin, as you mentioned earlier, that we've seen all year. Santa Monica needs to figure something out as they had their number early, but have let this one sort of spiral into Moorpark's hands.
Clean and fluid for the Raiders at this point. 2:27 to go. A reminder that Santa Monica also has 2 timeouts in their pocket with 2:27. And now Johnson is coming in, and it appears the Raiders want to go for 2. Davis in at the backfield position. A bunch set to the left side of wide receivers. They motion Mazuka. He could be an extra blocker. No, he's in for the receiving. Johnson over the middle, intercepted. So the 2-point conversion is no good. But the Raiders do take a 9-point lead following the touchdown. It's 19-10 with 2:27 to go in the half.
Tannen Vagle for Santa Monica forcing the pressure on Johnson there to force the interception. And a good stop at the end of that drive for Santa Monica to keep this one a 9-point game. But the Raiders, really nice so far on this one.
Solid, succinct play here. Here comes the kicking unit.
allowed 2 first downs in the last 2 drives. And it's been lights out after that. Not to mention already 1 interception in this game from Haffrey.
Haffrey with the pick that set up a field goal try that made it 13-10. Kick away short, fielded at the 20. Pushing his way through the middle. Powering his way is number 23. Caden Thomas on the return. And so now the Corsairs need to find something on offense for Vaulton and this crew.
They've not had much going, Justin, since that field goal. They started off guns blazing on that opening drive. They had 3 plays and they ended up in the end zone. And the field goal, but since then, Moorpark's defense figured them out.
Here come the blitz, picked up, pass complete to the outside of the numbers. Good pickup, see where they mark him in forward progress. It'll be a gain of 7.
Great tackle by Michael Lopez coming down on that one to stop him from getting the first down and turning it upfield. A good completion, a way to start the drive for Vaulton in this offense.
Correction, it's a gain of 9. High snap, handled. Here comes the blitz again, going deep, and led his receiver just out of the reach. Incomplete. The intended target, number 13, Richard Kick, a freshman wide receiver, 6'3", 185, out of Santa Monica Catholic High School.
Kick on the season has 8 catches, 100 yards, 116 to be exact. He's the 4th receiver listed for Santa Monica to be over the 100-yard mark.
3rd and 1 from the 47. Under center. They give to the back. He's pushing his way. It appears he has just enough to move the chains. 1:43 to go. When will the timeouts come into play? Trying to at least get into field goal range are the Corsairs.
Santa Monica trying to work the clock, make sure Moorpark's offense has been red hot so far besides the 1 4th down stop.
Pass! Pocket collapses, scrambling. Good decision to throw. Over the middle in space. Open! Gets a block. There's a flag there. There's probably an illegal block made, but as far as it stands, that's a touchdown for number 32, Hassan Biggis.
That's their leading rusher right there, Biggest. Only 1 touchdown on the ground, but picks up a great play there. As you said, it's probably coming back.
Holding on the offense for Tariq Brown, the wide receiver, in there to block. And it's coming back. So wipe the touchdown off the board.
That was a great athletic play, great vision by Vaulton, just shuffling that one out to Biggest, and he that's the rest on the ground. Moorpark's got to be careful. Make sure that can't happen. You can't let a running back catch it and just break loose as he just did.
Clock will start on the official signal. It is still 1st and 10. He picked up the first down before the flag came out. And it's a pass again. Going for it all. Has a man open deep. Complete. Out of bounds at the 2. Tariq Brown, the number 1 target with a big reception. 1st and goal. And just like that, the Corsairs look to cut it to a 3-point game again.
That time Brown gets the better of Haffrey. We've seen Haffrey winning this matchup so far tonight, nearly shutting down Brown, but gets a good step on the corner there and makes a great job getting the foot down in bounds.
Sam Vaulton now under center. And they give, no, it's an option. Great keeper there. Fooled everybody, including us. Touchdown, Corsairs.
Vaulton picks up his 2nd on the ground of the year. Vaulton using the legs a lot more than we've seen all year. A matchup they like for the Santa Monica offense against the Raider defense.
What an effective 2-minute drill. That was a deep strike, set them up at the 2. They have 58.1 remaining. The Raiders do to do something with their next offensive possession. Lining up for the extra point now.
As you said, Justin, that was a textbook 2-minute drive put together.
And the kick is good. And so, just like that, it's 19-17 with 58.1 to go. The Raiders lead it by 2. But while we have a moment before we get the next offensive series, let's thank some more of our sponsors, because without them, this season and this game not possible. We're going to start with Jan's Marketplace. Best wishes for a successful season. Jan's Marketplace is proud to sponsor Moorpark College Athletics. Visit us on Facebook or at jansmarketplace.com for upcoming events. The East Coast Pizza Company. The East Coast Pizza Company is proud to support Moorpark College Athletics, serving authentic East Coast pizza daily. Located in the Regal Cinema Plaza F on Topo Canyon Road in Simi Valley. Offering dine-in, takeout, delivery, and catering. The official pizza of Moorpark College Athletics. We're getting set for kick here. 58.1 to go. 2-point lead for the Raiders.
That was a great drive for Santa Monica, responding to the Moorpark touchdown. Well, Moorpark now only up 2. That one safety coming back to haunt Santa Monica in this first half. With 58 seconds, 3 timeouts. I imagine Johnson will come back in and they'll try to break off a bunch of chuck plays through the air.
Folks, we would like to remind you that we will have 2 possible halftime interviews. Cannot confirm, but Matt Crater, the athletic director, is a possibility, as well as Kristen Robinson as part of the ASMC Associated Students of Moorpark. Up the middle of the field, through to the 45. Big return for the Raiders. Jaquan Martin.
There's that Moorpark return team, Justin, once again setting up their offense around the 45-50 yard line. So this makes this 46-second drive attempt a lot easier on Johnson in this offense, and Moorpark's chances of getting some points greatly increased thanks to a phenomenal return.
46.6 to go. See what the Raiders have in store here, trying to get at least into field goal range before the end of the half. Johnson, here comes the blitz, looking for the screen, gets to Llanos. He breaks up the middle, breaking tackles into the secondary. First down and more into Corsair territory.
The Corsairs need to key in on Llanos, especially in a late situation in a quarter or a half. Llanos is going to be the guy that Johnson's going to be looking for mostly. He's their playmaker.
Timeout Raiders with 38 seconds to go. While we have those 38 seconds and this timeout, let's thanks to more of our sponsors. Again, without them, this game not possible. We're going to start with Corner Bakery Cafe. Corner Bakery Cafe, which started out as a bread bakery in downtown Chicago in 1991 and gradually evolved into a fast casual cafe serving sandwiches, paninis, soups, salads, breakfast, and desserts. The popular restaurant located in the Simi Town Center is proud to support Moorpark College Athletics, serving breakfast, lunch, dinner, and catering. And we are back now, 1st and 10, 38 seconds to go. Raiders looking to get a few more points on the board going to half.
I expect almost all passes on this drive come from the arm of Johnson.
Johnson outside the numbers, complete. Just out of bounds. That's to Mazuka. First down.
Up to Jimenez, out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and that's good enough for another Raider.
The Raiders will receive the second half kickoff. So this is a big drive right now. 34.1 to go, 1st and 10. Outside the numbers again. Mazuka complete. Correction, that's Jimenez on the reception.
Back to Jimenez. Great job getting out of bounds, picking up chunk plays. With 31 seconds, still 2 timeouts. Moorpark in great position here to take control of this game and possibly go up 2 possessions once again.
2nd and 2. 31.8 to go. They motion Jaden Shakir. They give up the middle. What a play call. First down inside the red zone again. And now they're rushing to the line. 26.2. They will spike it with 23.2 to go. First and 10. The Raiders trying to get a few more points on the board. Possible touchdown possibility.
Smart decision by Moorpark, electing the spike instead of calling a timeout. It was a quick, easy spot for the offense to get back to the ball in time.
Johnson gets it away! The defender fell down! Touchdown Raiders! No flags! And it was again the number we've called quite often. Ryan Jimenez on this drive, playing up to his potential, a big, big touchdown score before the half. It can be now a 9-point advantage once again with an extra point.
Jimenez, we've seen him emerge in the last 2 weeks. That's his second straight week with a touchdown. He gets over 100 yards on the season now. You gotta watch out for number 83 if you're Santa Monica.
Kick is up and good. 9-point lead, 26-17 with 19.6 to go. The Raiders score in just over 30 seconds.
Something to mention for Moorpark, this offense averaging only 14 points a game. Putting up 26 in the first half is huge for them, a big confidence boost and momentum for this offense heading into the second half, especially with a quick drive there to counteract that Santa Monica 2-minute drill.
See if Santa Monica decides to do anything with 19.6. It may depend on how this return goes.
We'll see, especially as you mentioned, Justin, Moorpark gets the ball to start the second half, so a great chance to go up possibly 3 scores. They can keep their offense red hot as it has been.
Scooter Carranza to kick. It is a squib. Returned to the 30, trying to chase him down, wrapped up. Isaiah Moon on
Great job by Isaiah Moon flying down from the outside most position on the kickoff team, keeping his contained, got a little help on the inside. And now a lot of the yards to go before Santa Monica can even think about any points late in this half. We'll see if they decide to be aggressive or just decide to hand it off a couple times and take their losses and fix what's going on in the half.
Four wide receivers, 3 bunch. Shotgun set now for Volton. They motion a man. That's Gunnison. Here comes the blitz. Complete over the middle. Running. Trying to be tackled and is with 6.9. Complete. Clock stops, first down.
Great play by Bloodgood. Being shown his shiftiness. Making a couple more Park defenders miss their tackles. And now we're looking at a chance for possible points here late for Santa Monica. Good play call. Pulling the screen out of the bag.
They take their second of the half. With 6.9 to go, we'd like to thank some more of our sponsors. Once again, without them, this is not possible. We're going to start with Stonefire Grill. Celebrate the season with Stonefire Grill and enjoy freshly prepared, delicious meals. Dine-in, takeout, delivery, and catering. A proud sponsor of Moorpark College Athletics, located in Thousand Oaks. StonefireGrill.com. Kelsey Financial. We take an active, holistic approach to your personal financial situation. Kelsey Financial. Plan, save, grow. An independent financial advisory firm engineered to help you create, implement, and execute a financial plan built around you. Take time to research their website at www.financial.net. 6.9 to go. Here they go. Over the middle, complete. High point the ball to the 44. 3.1. One more timeout.
I believe that one is just to sort of set up a
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary attempt. You're only 44 yards out of the end zone. So good work early by Santa Monica on this drive. You got one play left. a shot deep and see if one of your receivers could come down with it.
And with that, let's thank some more of our sponsors, because timeout means a break in the action. We're going to start with In-N-Out Burger. No matter what the outcome of the game is, everyone ends up scoring at In-N-Out. You have a meal that will satisfy even the most ravenous fans. Proud supporter of Moore Park College Athletics, freshness you can taste. The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. IBEW Local Number 47 proudly supports Moore Park College Athletics and our heroes. And finally, Insurance Brokers West. There are better ways to protect your car than bubble wrap. Call Insurance Brokers West today at 805-299-2150 for a free coverage checkup. We will evaluate your current insurance and help you have the right coverage at the right price. An authorized agent for Mercury Insurance. Insurance Brokers West is proud to support Moore Park College Athletics. Insurance, home, life, and business. 3.1, gets it in the zone. He's got to get down. No, they're going to go to the end zone. Try for it, no. And that will end the half. The Raiders play solid. A 26-17 advantage going into the locker room, everybody. I'm Justin Borses, your play-by-play man, alongside Luke Lamont. Stay tuned for a possible halftime interview with either Matt Crater or Kristen Robinson of the ASMC.
Fans, at this time, we'd like to introduce Betty Jean Anna Baker. Betty Jean started singing for Moore Park College in the fall of 2014. While singing at a local mall, someone approached her and asked if she would sing the national anthem. Afterwards, they asked if she would sing for the Moore Park College homecoming football game. Tonight, Betty Jean will be singing God Bless America, which is a tradition at Moore Park College, starting back in the 2016 football season. Let us all welcome Betty Jean Hannah Baker. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Betty Jean Hannah Baker. And at this time, we'd like to give a warm welcome to this year's Moore Park College Spirit Squad. Sponsored by the Moore Park College Dance Department, the Moore Park College Spirit Squad is coached by Robert Salas and Wendy Bainey. Captains, Lexi Cormier, Victoria Galante. Co-captains, Emily Hernandez, Renee Zhu, Kylie Thomas, Jasmine Lopez, Ruben Flores, and Carly Olson. Returning squad members, Natalie Stevenson, Yara Fonfleta, and Hope Baxter. First year on the squad, Monica King, Tyler Friedman, Christine Rome, Jocelyn Alvarez, Kenzie Payne, Laura Chavez, Maya Barroso, Haley Barron, Trinity Madruder, and April Diaz Serrano. Your 2021 Moore Park College Spirit Squad.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Moore Park College, home of the Raiders, as we get set to start the second half in just over 3 minutes' time. The Raiders come in now with a 9-point advantage. It's 26-17. I'm Justin Borsis, your play-by-play commentator, alongside Luke Lamont, your color commentator here tonight. We would like to apologize for the slightly false advertising of the lack of halftime interviews. They were a no-show, so we will bring Luke in a little bit earlier than normal here to get some more in-depth analysis from both teams. We will start with Santa Monica, Luke. High-scoring first half, really, for both teams. It's usually a defensive stalwart, but they had some trouble in the passing game. A couple of interceptions, some defensive turnovers, and they just couldn't get the ball moving.
Well, for Santa Monica, that's really going to hurt them. As you mentioned, the turnovers, the interception forced by Cashton Haffrey, and then some great special teams play from Moore Park. A safety given up by Santa Monica due to Moore Park getting off the edge quick on a punt, and that's 2 times that Santa Monica started the ball on their own 1-yard line. So they got to fix the field position game, and they have to cut down on the turnover, and they haven't really had any momentum in the offensive game so far.
2 touchdowns, one to Tariq Brown, the other one a high-pointed ball thrown by the quarterback Sam Valton in the first quarter for their 17 points along with 2 field goals. In terms of the Raiders, Luke, Trey Johnson a lot more accurate here today. The rushing attack is doing well, and they're really clicking on all cylinders.
As you said, Johnson definitely more accurate today. We still have seen a couple overthrows, one of them being an unfortunate overthrow touchdown for Moore Park. But overall, Johnson's delivered some great strikes. His receivers have been getting wide open. Great route running by the likes of Jimenez and Jones. Jones high-pointed the 2-point conversion, and Jimenez had the touchdown late in that half. I would like to see Moore Park get Joe Llanos involved a little bit more. He's had some big break-off plays, but for Moore Park, this is the most efficient football we've seen them play on both sides of the ball. Their defense is getting stops, and the offense is putting together drives and converting third downs.
And, Luke, let's talk about the special teams because they've really set themselves up with good field position. One drive starting inside the 20 after the Raiders deep-pinned the Santa Monica team deep within their own territory, and then just some good returns by Shakir and others in terms of setting them up with good field position. So let's talk about that.
Well, yeah, the Moore Park return team, something we've mentioned going back even to the Ventura game. It's been all year for this Moore Park Raider, whether it be punt return or kick return units. They typically set their offense in plus territory or around the 30-yard line, I'd say. Most of the time it's around the 30-35. We've seen 2 returns get Moore Park the ball, one inside the red zone, Jess, and the other across the 50. So Moore Park special teams looking to make a big impact and set up their offense in great field position to start this second half.
And they're looking to create in space a lot of what you saw in that first half that worked well for the Raiders. Some screen passes, letting their running backs create, and blocking downfield from the offensive line. We're going to start the second half in just a moment. Clock hits 0 on the halftime here, and we're going to start the third quarter. Again, the Raiders will get the football already up by 9. See the 2 quarterbacks throwing to each other, Youngman and Johnson. And we'll see if Santa Monica can come up with a couple of big stops and get themselves back in this game.
They're going to need it. And they are coming into this half down 2 possessions. But really about this, it's Moore Park is staying ahead of the game. If you can keep 2 possessions going on, it's going to be really hard for Santa Monica to creep their way back into this one.
Shakir and Daniel Pierce back deep to return for the Raiders. Navarro to kick away for Santa Monica. And the Corsairs will need to get it done defensively to start. Kick is away. It's a pooch kick. Could go out of bounds, and smartly letting it go out of bounds at the 39-yard line of the Raiders. They're going to be set up with good field position again following the kicking miscue.
Well, there's a special teams, not much that Moore Park did, but more so Santa Monica giving Moore Park some free yardage there. A possible, granted it was a pooch, but possibly hoping one of your players can run down and steal possession for you. But No dice on that one for Santa Monica. And now here comes, they're going to go with Trevor Youngman to start this half.
The ball is placed at the 40 where it went out. And Moore Park will start there.
After the penalty, Raiders take over 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line.
And they tack on the 5 yards. 45, they're near midfield already for Johnson and company.
They're going back to their zone option scheme.
It's a pass by Youngman. He's in there. Again, the back creates space. There goes Shakir down the sideline, out of bounds at the 10.
Well, Moore Park starts off firing, similar as we saw Santa Monica start the first half. Moore Park starts the second half. A great screen, a little low. Shakir goes down and gets it and does the rest. The speed flashing there, and a great start for Moore Park.
A 44-yard catch and run. And now the option, the keeper from Youngman. He tries to jump over a man and inside the 10 now. Marked down at the 9. It'll be second down from there, but the Raiders are already looking to score.
Moore Park looking to put the pressure on early. Moore Park only one win on this season against Santa Ana. They know they have this one in reach here, and they want to put it away early in the second half and get their defense a lot of cushion.
Ball at the 9. Youngman to the end zone. Caught in between 2 men. Touchdown, Raiders. Complete to Alexander Jones, his second touchdown of the day.
And Alexander Jones continues to dominate. As you said, second touchdown, Justin. Youngman delivering some great strikes, and it only takes 3 plays, and Moore Park has eclipsed the 30-point mark and have a 3-possession lead.
The largest lead of the season for the Raiders. Their only lone win coming 21-19 in week 2 against Santa Ana on the road.
Well, something to mention, Justin, this is the most points Moore Park's offense has put up the entire season, and they still have a whole half and some change to play.
Whole half, sort of an oxymoron there, but it works. They motion Jimenez. They go over the middle. Complete. 2-point conversion is good. Jones again. He seems to be the new favorite target all of a sudden.
Now we saw Jimenez last week emerge. We've seen Jones do it this week. So mixing up the receivers, and Jones is dominating.
34-17. It is a 17-point advantage now. 14:02 to go in the third. The Raiders score in under a minute. 58 seconds of game clock.
That's the quickest drive we've seen all day. And Moore Park does exactly what they needed to do. They sort of double-dipped, you could say, in football terms. They scored right before the half, get the ball back, punch it in again. And they've doubled Santa Monica's score really early in this half.
And so now Santa Monica really in trouble. Down by 3 scores.
Moore Park's got to keep up with this lead the way they're playing. They got a great shot at eclipsing their win total prior to last season.
See what Bolton has in store. That one will be returned by Fotenhauer. Up the sideline as a blocker. Past the 40 and shoved out inside the 35. A big return.
Well, now Santa Monica flashing their special teams muscles. A great return, as you said, Justin, going right up the sidelines, had great blocking up ahead. And Santa Monica, exactly the answer they needed. Now their offense just needs to punch this one in. And we'll be back to what we started the half with.
And they mark the ball at the 33-yard line of the Raiders. So just as the Raiders score, the Corsairs look to answer almost immediately with a good return of their own. In motion, a receiver. It's a pass. They bring the blitz. They bring 3, stepping up in the pocket, throwing high. Incomplete. Good feel. The intended receiver, Fotenhauer, but Good feel there by Volton to step up in the pocket and evade the pressure.
Well, we saw the first play, Moore Park's defensive line recharged coming out of the half, makes a great play. But even better play by Volton stepping up, as you said, Justin. Finds his receiver just right off the hands. An unfortunate bounce for Santa Monica, leads them to second down.
2nd and 10, 13:46 to go. Whoa! High snap over the quarterback's head. It's a busted play. He's going to throw toward the sideline off the hands of an intended target. Lucky to even just get an incompletion there.
So Volton turns what would have been a 10 to 15-yard loss into just an incompletion. A great job by the quarterback having the awareness to just throw that one downfield, know that the play is lost, and leave them a chance on third down to pick up a first. So possible the offense is spoiling some great field position here. They need to get something going on this third down. And is it possible for it on territory or even field goal range for Santa Monica?
3rd and 10 from the 33. Volton. On the biggest third down of his day. Here comes the pressure. Volton trying to direct traffic. He steps up. He's going to run. Has plenty of space. Recognizes it. Gets out of bounds at the 23-yard line.
He might have just got there. Yeah, they're going to give it to him.
Aware of the first down marker. Will pick up the sticks. 13:26 to go. 34-17.
Well, there's something we saw that we talked about, Justin. Moore Park having to adjust to the mobility of Volton. He hasn't shown that a lot this year. He does have a rushing touchdown in the first half, but he's been killing them on these quarterback scrambling plays. Be interesting to see how they decide to adjust and contain it there as they give up a first down.
They pack the line, bring 4. There goes Volton over the middle, complete. Good, quick stick route to the 19. Theos on the reception. 5-yard gain.
Well, that first down gives this offense a whole new life, Justin, coming out of this first opening drive of the half for the Santa Monica offense. And the Corsairs really need to get something going. It seems like Volton has been their biggest playmaker so far. You got to key in on Tariq Brown. Make sure to take away his #1 target if you're Moore Park.
Low snap. Option keeper. Volton diving forward to about the 15. It'll be 3rd and short. They mark him at the 16. 3rd and 3. Gain of 2. 12:07 to go in the third. In the red zone. Corsairs looking to score.
We've seen a pair of 3rd and shorts for the Corsair offense. One went in favor of Moore Park, the other for the Corsairs. We've seen a lot of runs here on these 3rd and short situations.
Line judge comes in, calls timeout. So the Raiders call their first of the half after being backed up in their own end here. And the Corsairs are looking to score. So Luke, it's sort of a seesaw affair within the first 2 possessions for each of these teams. Both looking to score. The Raiders did, and now Santa Monica looks to answer almost as quickly.
Yeah, Santa Monica, that kick return boosted this drive for them, getting starting field position around the 33. Well, for Moore Park, they drove downfield in big plays. It's similar to how we saw the first half start. Both teams firing out, having big plays resulting in scoring, whether it be for Santa Monica in the first half, a touchdown. This time for Moore Park in the second half, they got the opening touchdown. So both defenses not necessarily on top of their A game coming out of both halves.
11:49 to go, 3rd and 3, 34-17. The Raiders up by 3 scores. Volton in the shotgun. He's made the plays really on this series. Here comes the blitz again, shaking away, going to a check down. Through, touchdown! Missed tackles. And Santa Monica cuts it now to 11.
And Volton cashes in 7th passing touchdown of the year, 2nd of the night. And for Santa Monica, a great response to Moore Park's quick opening drive. Another quick drive themselves set up by the special teams return. And we'll see how Moore Park can respond. But a high-scoring affair in this one.
34-23, 11:32 to go in the third. 11:42 correction there. Extra point on the way. Kick is up. Kick is good. And so now it's a two-score game again, 34-24. 10-point lead for the Raiders. Santa Monica does their job and responds, and now we'll look on defense to create a stop here.
We'll see if Moore Park decides to keep Youngman in the game. We saw mostly on that drive the split back look with Youngman at the quarterback. Typically they run their RPO zones out of that, and possible quarterback keepers we saw. The screen to Shakir resulting in the later touchdown by Jones. Or will we see Johnson back in? We've seen a lot of rotating quarterbacks from Moore Park tonight.
The Raiders looking to improve to 2-4. They need to run the table to even be eligible for a bowl opportunity.
This is a good way to get it started. You're up 10. In the third quarter, your offense has had their best put-together game. You scored the most points you've had all year.
Pooch kick away. Returnable now. Up the sideline, diving forward. And that is where the Raiders will start. At their own 38.
They're going to go back to Johnson on this drive. Looking to establish their more traditional look on offense.
Jamar McFarland, we said about the running back depth for the Raiders, is in at the back position now.
McFarland already one touchdown earlier in this game.
McFarland tries to break toward the outside, gets a couple to the 40. 41 is where they'll mark him. That's a 3-yard gain.
Moore Park now starting it off with a run, not that bad. And they got to stay ahead of the sticks here. A 3-yard pickup on first down isn't the worst thing.
They give again to McFarland. He tries to make something happen. He loses a couple.
McFarland tried to go outside too far, not able to cut it back. Great run fit by the Santa Monica defense. Now Moore Park faces an early 3rd and long.
3rd and 9, a loss of 1. Shakir back in the game. Slot receiver. Kenneth Stewart on the far side.
Still playing that off coverage as we saw in the first half is the Santa Monica defense.
They motion Shakir. They look to him. He gets the ball in open space. Tries to fight for a first down. It looks to be about a yard short.
Decision time now for Moore Park. Do you trust the offense?
4th and 1 from the 48. An 8-yard pickup. It appears they're leaving the offense out there. Up 10, you can be aggressive. Timeout called. Or whistles just blow here as they have a discussion.
Well, the ball was not set on the hash. It was outside, so I believe it's just to move that where it needs to be.
10-10 to go. They need a yard. Youngman is in at quarterback. Sideline getting loud for Santa Monica. Busted play. There they go backwards. A big stop for Santa Monica.
A great job by the defensive line coming right through. Moore Park not able to stop the oncoming blitz. And Santa Monica now has all the momentum in their favor and great field position to show for it.
And the Corsairs do their job that we just discussed, coming up with a stop on D, and now their offense can cut it to either a 4 or 5 point score.
It was an interesting decision for Moore Park. They had 2 runs prior to only picking up a yard. They go with the run on 3rd down after a good completion. maybe want that one back to go for the pass, but they trusted the running back ground game, but Santa Monica comes up with a better answer.
Empty set now. Pass over the middle, wide open in the zone, complete to the 21-yard line. Neos, the receiver. Matthias on the reception. Running back motioning as a receiver there.
You've called Neos names a couple of times tonight. Does have a touchdown to his name in this game. Makes a big catch, and here comes Santa Monica. Their offense is rolling.
Corsairs now, 9:28 to go in the third. Pass again. They bring the pressure. Going toward the corner. Incomplete. Good coverage there by Isaiah Moon, the defensive back. Flag on the play.
Well, the quarterback was pointing on Moorpark, but number 55 does not seem too happy at the moment on Santa Monica.
Flag is back at the 31.
Defense number 31. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
The face mask on the Raiders, Peyton Casillas, called for that. One of his rare mistakes this year.
Surprised we haven't called Casillas' name more tonight. He's got 6 sacks leading the team. It's one of the first times we've mentioned his name, especially here in this second half.
Out of Thousand Oaks High School, the team leader in sacks there as well with 11.5 during his time there. First and 10 at the 11. $9:20 to go. First down. High snap, handled, pressure, tipped, incomplete. It could have been picked off. Man, number 54 was in on the coverage on the line, Amari Thomas.
And Thomas makes a great read on that screenplay, as you said, jumping up there using his height to get fingertips on that ball, breaks up a possible big play for Santa Monica and forces this second and long. So the Raider defensive line starting to make an impact.
Second and 10 now, 9:14 to go in the third. 10-point lead. Santa Monica looking to knock on the door here. Shotgun set. 4 wide receivers. It's been passes all over the place. Whistles blow.
Timeout, Santa Monica.
Timeout Santa Monica. And so on this second down, they're going to look to talk it over. What a seesaw battle it's been, and all of a sudden Santa Monica appears to be the team with the momentum.
It's been back and forth. Moorpark came out of the half. And going into the half too, Justin, with everything going their way, they scored the touchdown late. They got the defensive stop. So they were up 2 possessions going into the half, and they ended up scoring, extending their lead to 17. But Santa Monica has come charging back with a great special teams return. And then getting a good stop against the Moorpark Raider offense on the 4th down.
Gamble didn't pay off for the Raiders. They may pay for it here. It's 2nd and 10 now. The 11-yard line for the Corsairs. $9:14 to go in the third quarter.
The Raider defense, wouldn't be surprised if they tighten it down here close to the end zone. Go with more of the man coverage we saw earlier in this game.
Hassan Biggis is the back. They're going to pass. Over the middle, tipped, intercepted. Looks like it got tipped at the line. Run back. He's got a blocker. Nobody in front to the 40, 30, 20, 10, and tackled at the 2-yard line. Kane Artero on D out of Father Duenas, Manganalo, Guam.
A phenomenal play there. That might go, and you might see the highlight for the defensive back there, but Peyton Casillas came flying off the edge and hit Volton's arm as he threw, forcing the wobbly pass and a great return, not able to get in the end zone. But Moorpark get the defensive stop they needed.
An 87-yard return. Inside the 5, balls at the 2, 8:58 to go. Now the Raiders all of a sudden can score in one play. Up by 10, under center. They'll pitch it to the back. He pushes his way. Touchdown Raiders. Llanos pays it off.
And Llanos, his second rushing touchdown of the year, back-to-back weeks. Now with a rushing touchdown on the ground, and Moore Park puts up 40 for the first time this year, almost doubling their highest score coming into this game. And the Raiders now take all the wind out of the Santa Monica offense's sails and put it in theirs.
So the Corsairs were driving. They were inside the 15. The ball was at the 11. A tip pass leads to an interception all the way down the field. And just like that, it's 40-24 with an extra point on the way. Kick is up and good. 41-24. The Raiders with their biggest offensive output of the season. They now lead it again by 17.
Valton, that eighth interception of the year is going to be costly. We saw one earlier to Haffrey, and the second one there results in a Raider touchdown. Will Santa Monica be able to come back from that? It's going to be a crushing blow to all their momentum. They had the ball driving, looking to score another touchdown and really close in on this Moore Park lead, but instead results in them going back down, I believe, 17. Yes, the math is correct, 17 points.
Interesting thing, Luke, as we look at the storylines of this game, it's been mostly about Santa Monica making mistakes on the offensive side of the football. 2 interceptions leading to close to scores. There's a little pooch kick there, and it appears the runner's knee was down. Marked at the 25 immediately. The line judge made the ruling.
And for Moore Park, they're winning the turnover battle. Something that's in the result of this lead is Moore Park, we've seen so far tonight, Justin, they've taken care of the football. Besides the one play where they got stopped on the 4th down, that's their only turnover. They've kept the interceptions away, the fumbles away. They've put a few on the ground, but they've gotten them back. It's going to be a key for Moore Park heading down the stretch of this one, is to hang on to that ball and keep it safe when you're on the offensive end.
41-24, the Raiders in command of this game. Back comes Sam Bolton, looking to avenge his mistake. They rush 4, give to the back, up the middle, marked at the 25. No gain. Casillas in on the stop.
Now
Second and 10.
Starting to make an impact. We're calling number 31's name a lot. He forced the interception. He did have the face mask penalty, but since then he's really turned it up for this Raider defense.
$8:20 to go, second and 10. Receiver in motion. Here comes the blitz, stepping up. There's a flag on the play. The pass is complete.
Pass is complete to Richard Kurtz. Flags on the play.
Flag back at the 23-yard line. Holding on Rashad Lawrence, the freshman defensive lineman, 6'4", 247 out of Miracosta. It's a 10-yard penalty. They will repeat second down from the 20, correction from the 15.
A big chance for Moore Park to get off the field here. Hold them to under 20 in just the next 2 plays. Get your offense the ball back.
Second and long now, really behind the chains. Going deep, looking to get it all back and then some. Whoa! He caught the football! Oh my goodness! What a reception! Tariq Brown tapped it to himself, came down with it with one arm.
And there was a miscommunication. Volta thought Brown was going to keep going. Haffrey was in position to get his second interception, the third for Moore Park of the game.
And now the Raiders stop the running back behind the line. My God. Oh.
Amazing.
One-handed, saved the drive for the Corsairs. That may be the catch of the year for this team.
Haffrey on that play needed to be more aggressive. He was in perfect position to make an interception, but he let Brown get back into the play, let him gain positioning on him. That's one thing as a corner you can't let happen when you have an interception about to fall into your arms. And a costly mistake, but an even better play by Brown.
2nd and 10 now. They're probably a little bit more behind the line. It's an option keeper. Hello, Moore Park D. Stop on the play. Behind the line again. Brendan Bodner. No gain, 3rd and 10. The crowd thought he got stopped behind the line, and they gave him a favorable spot.
Well, it still results no matter where the spot is in a 3rd and long now for Santa Monica. And Moore Park has to make sure they can't give up another big play here. A great chance to get off the field.
They rush 3. There it goes over the middle. Complete. A bullet pass to Brown again. That will be a first down. Pick up a 15, and it has been the Brown show. Tariq with a major influence on this drive.
Tariq has passed 400 yards on this season. Now in this one, he's had a major impact against this Moore Park defense.
And the Raiders need a breather. Getting gas through the air. A major, insane, crazy good catch by Brown a couple of plays ago with one hand. He had a defender draped all over him. A 16-yard completion for a first down, and then that 15-yard pass to the 35.
Santa Monica, this is around where their drive stalled out and the interception was forced by Peyton Casillas. That resulted in the Raider touchdown for Santa Monica. The big thing here is keeping the ball in your possession and making sure you get some sort of points off this drive. You don't want Moore Park to go up 4 scores.
5:49 to go in the third. Massive possession here.
Well, the passing attack for Valton has really opened up. He's realized he can key on his number 1 guy. Haffrey started to loosen up the coverage a little bit. Had it tightened down early in this one, Justin. But
well, and for Valton, he's also realizing in terms of Tariq, he just has to put the ball near him, let him go up and get it, use his size, use his hands, and just make a play on the ball.
He's got a lot of confidence in Brown in his matchup so far in today.
They motion Bloodgood. They throw over the middle again, short, intended for Brown.
Valton was clocked by Peyton Casillas coming off the edge, right in his grill as he threw it. So Casillas really turning it up here in the third quarter after the 1 penalty that he has. He's making up for it big time for the Raider defensive line.
5:46 to go, 41-24, Raiders by 17. Santa Monica looking to cut into that lead. They rush 5, throw over the middle, complete. In on the coverage there. Correction, Solihill. It'll be 3rd and short.
The second third down for this Santa Monica offense. The first one worked wonders, picking up 15 to Brown. So we'll see if they look to key on him again. He's led this drive so far, pretty much nothing else besides him working. Would imagine they're looking for him on the 3rd down play.
Whoa, almost a muff snap. Handled, though. Stepping up into the pocket. Has to throw it. Incomplete. Wanting a flag, not getting one. Bloodgood, the intended receiver, and there is an injured Raider. back at the 37-yard line.
That's Peyton Casillas down for Moore Park. A big name player you don't want to see get injured. You don't want to see anybody get injured, but for Moore Park, that could be losing a key player possibly.
Their leader in sacks has come up big the last couple of possessions. Affected the quarterback's throw at the 11-yard line to cause an interception that went about 80 yards, 80-plus yards the other direction. Stopped at the 2, and it led to a Raiders score.
And for Moore Park on that play, forcing the pass attempt by Valton. Great play by Jacob Vallejo getting out there in the contain, not letting Valton take off for the easy first down, what looked like he had. Great job on the pursuit, tracking him down and forcing the incompletion forced by Solid Hill.
So they are tending to Casillas here. We've seen a lot of different stuff here in this game to unpack here, Luke. But the Raiders, the biggest storyline, the Raiders capitalizing on mistakes and making big plays when it matters in the red zone.
Well, something we haven't seen all year is these big plays. Good to see Casillas get back up to his feet.
He is being assisted by staff off the field.
Hopefully for Moore Park he's okay and can get back on the field soon for them, as he's been their biggest playmaker in this second half.
5:08 to go. This is the most crucial drive of the game to date for Santa Monica. They really need to score here to have any major hope of coming back and winning this game.
One thing we've seen is a slowed down game. That first quarter and first half went by a lot quicker than this third quarter. We're still in the third quarter, Justin. And it's a 17-point advantage for Moore Park, but still a big drive nonetheless.
Over the middle, got it! Big completion, first down, Corsairs. Forward progress will give it to them.
Great job by Valton sticking in the pocket and delivering a strike. Even though the pressure coming from Casillas and company, he's kept cool in that pocket and makes another great throw short underneath and keeps the Santa Monica drive alive.
Richard on the reception. They give to the back up the middle, pushing his way, breaking tackles. Josiah Neos on the carry.
Neos, the leader in the team on the ground in touchdowns we mentioned earlier. A good chunk play there. 9 yards on first down on a run is a perfect dream for an offense.
Second down and short now. 4:26 to go. This drive crucial.
You got to key in on Tariq Brown here. You're leaving him on an island with Halford, putting a lot of faith in your corner.
They're bringing the blitz over the middle. Caught! The receiver went behind and adjusted to make the reception. Touchdown, Corsairs.
Solid Hill was right underneath, just fingertips away from an interception, but just enough touch and finesse on it from Valton. A great touchdown strike and a great answer.
They go for 2. Direct snap to the back, and there's the flag. Possible illegal formation there.
That's something we've seen all game, is them lining up in not necessarily your normal standard field goal attempt, and then they bunch it down into it.
Bloodgood, the touchdown reception. Technically a delay of game. They snapped the ball before the officials reset to start the play. And that will force Santa Monica to kick an extra point here. Marcelo Navarro, sophomore kicker, in to attempt the extra point. Kick is good. 41-31, a high-scoring game for both these teams. It's back to 10. 4:02 to go in the third quarter.
Now Moore Park back to cling on to a 10-point lead. They're obviously hoping Johnson or possibly Youngman can lead him down the field. I see Johnson warming up on the sideline, so I would assume he could be coming back out to lead this offensive drive. But for Moorpark, their defense gives up the touchdown. And a great drive, a must-needed drive, as you mentioned, Justin, for Santa Monica if they want hope in this game.
Daniel Pierce, Jaquan Martin back deep to receive. Jogging onto the field, Chris Keener. 4:02 to go. Kick is away. It's pretty deep there. Returned by Pierce. He cuts back toward the middle, has a blocker, and gets all the way out past the 40.
Special teams, Moorpark's return game still on top of everything. Another great return setting up Moorpark close to midfield. And a great chance for the Raider offense to capitalize.
Raiders will start at their own 41. Good field position, though. Here comes Johnson. Llanos in the backfield.
Seen a lot more Llanos lately in this second half.
3:54 in the third, 10-point lead. They give to Llanos. He tries to make a move. And a late flag. There was some chirping.
Might have brought Llanos down by possible face mask.
We've seen 2 already this game. Personal foul on number 1, Josh Taylor. Sophomore defensive back, 6 feet tall, 206, out of Westchester High School. Will give an automatic first down to the 43-yard line.
Moorpark gets a free 15 and across midfield. So the offense even better starting field position, you could say.
3:38 to go, 41-31. Flag, and they'll give 5 of those yards back.
Well, I saw the defensive end for Santa Monica jump, but receiver didn't catch him in the neutral zone in time.
So Martin called for the false start. Whistles blow again. Officials take a sec. In comes Alexander Jones for the Raiders. Up the middle. Oh, he lost the football. Llanos retrieves his own. Goes to the other side, reverses field, up the middle, and makes something out of nothing there. Cross midfield.
What a play by Llanos. He did just pretty much drop the ball, but a risky play, taking it back 10 yards even further, reversing field, as you said, but a great job to pick up 5, so Moorpark now faces a 2nd and long instead of a possible 2nd and forever.
It technically counts as a loss of 1.
I think they'll take that, considering it could have been a lot worse.
Johnson toward the sideline, led the receiver a little too far. The intended target, Jaden Shakir.
A little too much. He had Shakir for a possible 5-yard pickup on the out route. 3rd and long, and the Santa Monica crowd and sideline really getting into this game.
They scored a touchdown. It's only 10. If they get a stop here, they can force a drive going into the 4th quarter and cut it to 4. Whoa, a broken play immediately. There was some confusion between Johnson and Llanos, and he stopped all the way back at the 45-yard line. A big stop for the Corsair D.
The 2nd straight play that we've seen Youngman in on a 3rd or 4th down. And not on the same page as the running back. And I don't think the offensive line is on the same play. It's the second the ball is snapped. The quarterback and running back are pressured on the handoff. So the offensive line got to fix some things up front, and so do they need to do in the backfield. But an implosion on a possible promising drive for Moorpark.
Isaiah Moon motions. They're trying to pack the line here. And whistles blow again. just before the kick. Delay of game on the offense. That may have been planned. Give him an extra 5 yards. Length of the field a little bit longer.
They got one of their wide receivers out there, Jimenez, doing the punting duties for tonight. We saw him boot away a pair last week.
Low snap handled. Line drive kick. Pushing all the way back inside the 10. Takes a great Raider bounce and good special teams. Kicked around. Finally downed at the 7.
Down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
A great punt by Jimenez.
Marking it down
Now,
to 9.
the Santa Monica offense pinned deep, but a chance to cut into a 2-possession lead. Their defense has come up big in the last 2 possessions.
Special teams coming up large there. They officially spot the ball with the 9. A minute 43 to go in the quarter. 10-point game. Santa Monica looks to cut it down now. Make a comeback here. 41-31. The highest scoring game we've covered this year.
72 combined points. Both these offenses are having a very good day, going way above both their averages, more so for Moore Park. They only averaged 14 coming into this game, Justin. They put up 41, reversing the numbers.
1:43 to go. Receiver in motion, Bloodgood. Pass play. Pocket breaks down. Rolling out and running now. Big pickup for quarterback Sam Volton. First down and more.
And Moore Park still not adjusting to the mobility of Volton. He takes off once again on the scramble. Something this defense needs to crack down on. They're just giving Volton free yards upfield.
Ball at the 21 3/4. Play action. Hit as he throws. Tipped and intercepted. Now dropped. I don't know what they're going to rule there. There was some control issues between the defender going to the ground, and
I think he fumbled it and Santa Monica got it back, so
they ruled that he had control. Fumbled it out of his own arms.
Haffrey's going to regret that one. He had his second interception right in his hands. It was thrown right to him, so Haffrey not able to hold on.
Ball was changed possession, went to the defense, fumble, recovered by the offense, first down.
So it was an interception, fumbled by Haffrey, goes right back to the offense at the same spot. Really means that there was no yardage gained or lost. See how they rule that one in the box score. That's going to be a wonky one.
It'll look nice on the stat sheet for Haffrey, but he's going to want that one back.
54 seconds to go in the third. Ball rushed up the middle. Gain of maybe a yard.
Lewis on the carry.
Second and 9, 40 seconds to go in the quarter. Raiders by 10. This feels like a sneaky moment in this game. The Raiders have been in control for the majority of this game, particularly in the second half, going up by 3+ scores. But all of a sudden, Santa Monica makes a comeback. They're only down 10 going into the fourth. Sort of like a trap moment here for the Raiders as well.
Definitely. Santa Monica testing how well they can hold on to a lead. Moore Park not a lot of experience with it this season.
Stepping up and throwing, complete, over the middle into Raider territory. Dropping the football but ruled down. David Redden,
Well, he's
wide receiver, a freshman, 6'2", 180 from L.A.
He scorched Pierce on the inside seam route. Moon not able to close in, along with Pierce, the two high safeties. For Moore Park, we saw the interception by Haffrey, but fumbled. So that could come back to haunt them, especially because Moore Park would have had the ball inside their own red zone. But instead, Santa Monica is closing in on making this a 3-point game.
Into Raider territory. Ball at the 34-yard line. Final 15 here. This has been a great football game on both ends.
Moore Park's defense has to keep their head in the game. You thought you were off the field. Goes back to Santa Monica, and then a big play coming after it. Really going to test the toughness and resilience of this Moore Park team heading into the final quarter. Can they hold on to what was once a 17-point lead?
Switch side to the field now. Still in Raider territory. The ball is at the 34-yard line. Here come the Corsairs. On a 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1 on a run. It really should be first down, actually. That reception put them at the 30. It's a jet sweep. Wide receiver moving out. Tariq Brown takes it close to the first down marker.
A great end around, finding more ways to get Tariq Brown the ball. He's made some great plays tonight, including a spectacular catch against Haffrey. 2nd and 20 it was, but now setting up a 2nd and short after the end around. Santa Monica continuing with their momentum.
2nd and 2, a gain of 8. 14:30 to go. Pass play, protection is solid, but they get home anyway. A sack. Andrew Rowland. Linebacker, a sophomore, 6'1", 230 out of Chaminade High School. Just got right home and nailed him.
Rowland made an amazing play coming through there. Setting up now a 3rd and long. A big momentum shift possibility for the Moore Park defense.
3rd and 8. It's a 6-yard loss. Ball is all the way back at the Raider 32.
Rowland moves up to 3rd. Tied with 3rd with Brendan Botner for sacks in the year.
Rushing, sacked again. That's 2 straight for the Raider D. All the way back at the 34 now. 2-yard loss.
Well, that time Amari Thomas gets to him. Thomas creeping up on Peyton Casillas, his leading 6. That's Amari Thomas' 2nd of the game, 4th on the year. So the defense of the Raiders finds an answer.
4th and 8, officially marked as no gain. Santa Monica will have to go for it, down 10 with 13-13 and ticking in the quarter. Biggest play of this game. Snap. Pressure again. It gets there, but the pass is complete. What a play by Volton. He stood in there, took a hit, gets nailed, and completes the pass over the middle. And now there appears to be an injured Corsair down there.
Tariq Brown seemingly has a
Cramp.
But for Moore Park, how can you got to know that they're looking for Tariq Brown. He has that playmaking ability to make these big plays. I would have double teamed him on that play, and instead you switch to a soft coverage zone and let him get wide open over the middle.
And how about Volton? He's not getting a lot of protection from his O-line, but he just stood in there, took a shot, and delivered an accurate ball, though, over the middle.
Well, it takes a lot of guts after the previous 2 plays being sacked to not have that internal clock go off a little early. Great job sticking in and finding Brown.
All of a sudden inside the red zone at the 16. 12:59 to go, 10-point edge for the Raiders. A big, big completion on 4th down. David Redden motioned. They're going to throw it again. Fake, going deep, and zone, and incomplete. Juggled and out of bounds.
A great job there by Lopez, shooting his hands through the receiver's attempt to catch it. A great incompletion, great coverage. Not turning around too soon or too late.
Not a bad play call by the Corsairs, though. Take a shot. You're in the red zone. Few more downs to get it. There's still 12:42 to go on the clock. You get another possession, at least one. Up the middle, dragged down.
Another third
Hassan
down.
Biggets, the ball carrier.
Moore Park, the biggest thing coming up on this third down. Find Tariq Brown and make sure you have good coverage on him because he has been burning you all day long on these third down and crucial plays.
Pick up a 3. The ball is at the 13. 3rd and 7. Yet another massive moment here.
Big plus for the Moore Park defense. Brown still not returned from that cramp injury after the 4th down catch.
Rolling. Goes the other direction, trying to get away from the pursuit. And shoved out. He tried to get the ball away past the line of scrimmage. I don't know if they'll call it incomplete or not. They are saying it's incomplete. He was outside the pocket. Let's see if they call it grounding here. They haven't thrown the flag yet.
That was a great job by Andrew Rowland. Closing down on Valton, putting some pressure on him, making him have to make a last-second decision to just ditch that one.
So on 4th down, now this is interesting, and I just want to get your thoughts on this. You pick a field goal in this situation, cut it to 8, a one-score game with a 2-point conversion, and rely on the defense, even though they've given up 41. It appears they are choosing to do this.
I believe you got to take your point. The touchdown will tie it as long as you make this field goal. But if you miss, you're going to be regretting it.
Kick is up and good. A big one. Biggest of probably the year for number 41, Marcelo Navarro. It's cut to 8, and it's probably a wise move because you still have 11:50 to go. You have your timeouts. At least one more possession on the radar for the Corsairs. Because it's a one-score game, it's 41-34, and what a winning finish we're going to have.
Well, lining up to be a good one. It's a 7-point game. Santa Monica does capitalize thanks to some big plays from Tariq Brown and a little help with the ball being a little slippery.
Well, Luke, what do you do if you're the Raiders? Do you get conservative, start running the football and trying to bleed the clock?
I would
stay
say
aggressive?
absolutely not. I
Stay
think
aggressive.
You've put up 41 points. You got to trust your offense. This is the best they've played. This is not the time to back down. This is the time to stay aggressive and try to put this one out of reach and give your defense a cushion, who has held fairly well for the most part in this game. Despite giving up 34 points, they have had 2 interceptions.
Well, the 34 points doesn't feel like 34. It's been disjointed. They've had some stops. And run back now up the middle through the secondary, making shifty moves. Jaquan Martin with a good return. Flags come in late. There's 2 of them immediately, and all of a sudden they're rushing in.
This is exactly, if this is on Moore Park, that's going to be a killer. Your special teams does their job again, setting you up past the 40. And for a 15 pushback right here.
We'll see what the penalty is about. 11:40 to go, 8-point game. Correction, it's only a 7-point game. I realize now that at some point, the field goal cut it to 10. They had a 2-point conversion completed earlier in the game, and now it's only a touchdown, so they can tie it.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Number 29, the kicking team. 15 yards. First down.
And the field goal cut it to 7.
Back-to-back possessions. Moore Park is going to start in plus territory. You got to capitalize. Last time you didn't get any dice off of it. This is the perfect opportunity for Youngman to lead this offense downfield.
And so the unnecessary roughness will invite Santa Monica here in their territory of the Raiders. They will keep it on the option to Youngman. He gets to the 40.
That's a nice run on first down by Youngman right out the gut. They'll bring Johnson into Youngman. others, you got to pick up a first down.
Flag back at the 49.
I guess that's something coming back, Justin.
Probably a hold.
The flag did come a little late. I hope it's not after that. Oh, no.
Personal foul on the offense. 15 yards. Raiders mark backwards.
You can't have that happen. You just pick up a first down. You're going to be almost inside the 30. And you got to think about the team in that one. You can't be making those kind of mistakes.
And that's the kind of mistake that drives the coach crazy because it comes after the play and really after the tackle is finished. Both players were already on the ground. He sort of shoved his face into the turf.
It's unnecessary. No point in that. It takes away a great play by Joe Llanos and Johnson.
And that one is complete out to Jimenez.
And this is where the penalty really kind of kicks you. It's now 3rd and long instead of a first down, or probably after that would have been a 2nd and short due to that being about a 10-yard completion.
10:49, a big third down now for the Raiders. It's 3rd and 16. They bring the rush over the middle, off the hands. It was actually a very, very good throw despite the pressure.
Even better coverage. Great job breaking up on Jimenez. And this for Moorpark, that's got to hurt. You had a first down, and the penalty now gives Santa Monica the ball back with a lot of time on the clock.
Well, there is a Corsair down. Corsair player back at the 50. We'll get a jersey number for you in a minute. Well, this game feels very, very shaky for the Raiders. You have Santa Monica who comes down, marches, get a touchdown to cut it to 10. They kick a field goal to cut it to a touchdown now and an extra point at 7. Santa Monica gets the ball back and can tie this game. It really felt as we marched our way through this second half, but the Raiders were firmly in control. They had a 17-point lead coming in the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden, it's now a one-score game.
And they're giving the ball back to Santa Monica. I mean, Moorpark looked like they had all the momentum. They started the drive off well. They got a free 15 yards after a good return. And you're going to have a first down inside the 30, but an unnecessary penalty taken. Cost them big time, and that's going to be something they look back on as possibly a turning point late in this game.
And if you're a Corsair fan, you really got to love the resilience of your team. Down by 17, cutting into this deficit, and especially of the quarterback, Sam Bolton, tonight, and his ability to stand in the pocket, take some hits, and deliver some bombs for throws.
Yeah, Bolton has shown a lot of guts in this one. He's proved, and so has this entire Santa Monica team. No matter the score, they're going to keep on fighting, and this time, their fight is wound up putting them right back in this one.
10:42, Raiders will hunt. It is pretty deep, fielded at 12, up the middle, through, and pushing his way to the 28-yard line. And that is rainbow.
Vault, yeah, as you said, Vault rainbow that thing in there right over the head of Moon, and the receiver just couldn't hold on to it. And I don't think, Justin, just to mention that I've seen Tariq Brown back on the field.
We thought it was a cramp. Could be something more serious, but we cannot speculate.
He's not out there yet again for a third down long. He's in there, go-to guy.
Third down.
Are they going to get Casillas for going too low? I don't know about Casillas was pushed down to his
I was going to say, if they didn't make that call for going below the quarterback was already falling to the ground as he was making the tackle. It's less of a dangerous play. It counts nonetheless.
as well as Casillas was pushed back down to his knees while he was going with forward momentum. I don't know if that's any possibility. Casillas could stop himself from hitting the quarterback there, but a great play coming screaming off the edge by Casillas.
Casillas' biggest sack of the day. Whoa, he's able to get the snap away and somehow got the kickoff. And it will be down at the 44 of Santa Monica. So they still get direction of Raiders will get possession following the sack. They get position with 9 minutes. They didn't want to start thinking of
Yeah, you got Janos in. He's been the feature back in the second half. Heavier workload than he's seen in prior weeks. Might as well keep giving him the ball. You got to shoot a little bit of clock. You got to make sure Justin, that you're still in a chance to score. You don't want to just kind of go conservative and continue running, but you got to make sure you're picking up yards and first downs here and giving your offense a chance to put up more points.
clock management key here. Youngman is in. He's under center. A field goal could seal the game with the way it's going. Tried the hard count. They give to the back. There's a flag on the play. Davis rushes.
Not much there for Davis. Try to get to the outside.
Correction, that was McFarland on the carry. So that doesn't result in any yardage loss, but it's a sideline warning for the Raiders. I think if they get another flag, there will be an issue.
I think it'll be 15 yards. I think after that, it becomes a personal foul on the whole team.
Oh, and now Youngman is a little unhappy with his sideline. He doesn't know what the play call is, and they got to call a timeout.
Well, he was yelling. They only had 10. Someone on the Raider offense not out there when they're supposed to be. Going to cost them a timeout that could be a timeout that you want late in the game, Justin. Possibly a scoring play, let's say, for Santa Monica. Moorpark might want the timeouts for a line of drive.
So it is 2nd and 9 with 9:02 to go in the game. Santa Monica threatening. Only down by 7. The Raiders at one point starting the fourth quarter were up by 17. Santa Monica has scored 10 in a row. Touchdown and a field goal to cut it to 7. What a football game this has been.
One of the best we've covered all year for this Moorpark squad.
One of the best football games in general, whether Moorpark or otherwise, just a very competitive matchup.
Especially with, you got pretty much everything. High scoring, you have some great defensive plays. You've got a comeback in the midst.
9:02 to go, 2nd and 9. McFarland. Nothing.
Here's where it gets dangerous for Moorpark. You have resulted in more conservative play calling style, running up the middle twice, and it puts you way behind the sticks in a 3rd and long. Maybe would like to see a little bit more pass mixed in. You gotta pick up something there.
Well, we came in, we talked pregame about how we thought this was going to be a tight game, but defensively, neither of these teams have scored a lot of points, and all of a sudden, this has been a shootout. 41-34, 3rd and 8, with 8:22 to go. They motion Hall. They go to Shakir. He tries to make a move in space, gets to midfield. It will be 4th down. comes up with another stop. And how many more can they give their offense here?
Exactly. Their offense has to capitalize. They go the screen to Shakir, which worked for big plays earlier in the game. But a great read and reaction by the defensive end on our side towards the Moore Park sideline to get out there and force Shakir back outside. He was coming inside with momentum, trying to find a lane. Nothing open there. And now Moore Park with a 3-0, the one thing they couldn't have had.
And so Peyton Thomas will be back to return this punt. It's away, it's deep, it's caught, it will be returned. Thomas up the sideline, Thomas to the 30 and just passed. They mark him at the 31.
And now Valton has a chance to lead his team downfield.
Because of the high-scoring nature, this half has slowed down.
Tremendous. So that first half flew by in this one, but
only took about an hour to get through the first, and we're now coming up on 2 hours to get through here the second. Game starting earlier, the rest of the season starting earlier than the first few weeks. We started at 7 o'clock to open the season. All games moved to 6 o'clock to finish.
We'll see if Moore Park goes back to their man coverage here. Big drive.
Over the middle, complete flag on the play. The field judge has an arm on him. Threw it all the way back to the 38.
There's another flag up at the 45 of Moore Park. I would assume they could possibly be the same.
Defense number 2. Penalties refused. Result of the play. First down.
Penalty is declined. Ball moves to the 44. It was on defense. It'll be a first down anyway following the pass completion.
Moore Park's got to pick up the intensity on the defensive end. And on the offense, we have not seen a lot from the offense. After the interception, that set up a short touchdown for him in this half.
Under center now. Bolton gives to the back. Up the middle for the secondary. Big hole. Josiah Neos, the leading back here, with a big first down carry into Raider territory. They hurry to the line. Give to Neos again. Tries to get dragged down. The ball is out. The football came out. The Raiders got it. Oh my goodness, what a turnover.
Oh, a flag.
Flag on the play. I have no idea where this is going. If it came after the fumble, the Raiders will maintain possession here.
Well, that was number 54, meeting the running back in the backfield, and he was trying to hold on and avoid the running back slipping out of his grasp, but forced the fumble. Amari Thomas, a phenomenal play. He's having quite the game. 2 sacks and a forced fumble now, as long as this one stands, which I believe it will.
Unfortunate conduct. Defense number 13.
Wow, and it appears, I don't know, that technically is on the Raiders because it is on defensive side, so they'll move back to the 35-yard line. But that is a killer turnover with 6:41 to go for Santa Monica. At first, I thought the runner's knee was down, and all of a sudden there was a scramble at the end of the play.
Saw a hill on the recovery, brought it back 5-10 yards, but it gets erased. But nonetheless, as you said, Justin, a killer turnover for Santa Monica.
6:41 now. Trying to get to the outside, Janos. Cutting back to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 2. 6:24, and now you may want to start trying to play a little bit more conservatively.
Possibly, but they did that last year, resulted in a 3-and-out. They go back with Johnson. Youngman commanded the last drive.
Shakir in motion. They'll motion and give. Oh, just a little short and incomplete. So that's a gift because it preserves some time. So for 3rd and 8.
Big third down. Moore Park not been very efficient the last 2 weeks, or possibly even the whole season on these 3rd down and longs. They've been in them a lot of the time. due to inefficiency on first and second down. We'll see if it costs them once again.
They motion Shakir again. They're going for the exact same play. Complete. At the 40, trying to make men miss. It'll be very close. He might be a yard and a half short.
Johnson's got to get this ball out to Shakir more on target. Shakir has the ability to turn it up for a first down. Shakir also needs to secure it.
Now, if this were me, you're up by a touchdown, your defense just forced a turnover, I would kick it.
I'd go for it. Why not?
And
You got a chance
instead,
to in here.
and wait a minute, and there are whistles again. Somebody called time. Santa Monica realizing it.
And I like that. That's a great coaching decision on the end of Moore Park, Justin. For the reason you go to line up on fourth down.
And you force the timeout from the other team. Yes, there is a point. Well, I'm not sure. I think they may have called another one. The timeout listed on our scoreboard had 3 for the majority of the game. We'll see if it switches. But 4th and 1, you force timeout, and now there's a decision of whether you punt. The Corsair D, though, looks to be very gassed.
They do.
You saw the secondary. There was hands on hips, Luke. Everybody was breathing heavy. And that could be part of the decision for Mike Stewart and this team about going for it, knowing that the defense is on the heels here.
I believe.
Is that a wildcat look?
It is wildcat. I think that's Giannis at quarterback. Or Jimenez at quarterback. Giannis to the side of him.
Oh, this is gutsy right here.
He might back off into a punt after trying to draw him off sides, possibly, with about 10 seconds left in the play clock.
No, they're going. Oh, there's the kick.
Wow.
Well, we thought they may use a little trick there, a little wrinkle, and ends up kicking it away. So your instincts were correct, Luke, on that one.
That was risky, punting it so close to the line.
Yes, it was. I'm surprised he didn't step back about 5 yards.
I was thinking he would step back and punt it. He did end up punting it away, but a big stand for Santa Monica. And for Moore Park, you're going to want some plays back on those last 2 drives. You've gone 3 and out. All you need is a first down or 2, and you could be looking at a 2-minute clock left in this game. Instead, 5:23. It's not what they want to be seeing. Time is their worst enemy right now.
Raiders looking for 1, maybe in need of 2 more stops. Wide. They're going to throw it. They've done it all night. Whoa. Is that a forward pass? Yes, they will incomplete.
Once again, we'll call it the number 54, Mark Thomas.
He's been all over the place tonight. Well, and a big sign for Moore Park that things are going well, they're getting home with 3 on the rush. They don't have to bring 4. I mean, they have for the majority of the game just because I know the staff likes to be aggressive. But they're only getting 3 on the rush, and they're still able to get through the offensive line.
That's true. Pass rush.
And there it is again, Thomas!
Have a day.
Good night, Irene. Down goes the quarterback.
That's Thomas's 3rd sack of the game. That doubles his season total coming into this one.
4:56 to go. A big sack there. They haven't used the rest of their timeouts. 3rd and long. The play of the game. It's got to be 4-down territory. Even backed into their own territory. Complete. A big gutsy throw by Sam Valton.
Moore Park getting killed on these 3rd and longs again. Throughout the game, Moore Park has had a lot of number of chances to get off the field, Justin, but they can't keep it going for 3 down straight. They have seemingly broken on 3rd down and longs, even with pressure coming from Casillas and Thomas again.
Well, in the last couple of drives, it's been offensive mistakes. It's been the men
duo.
wreaking havoc on that defensive line.
And that's the thing. Unless you bring a tight end or extra back in, you can't double both of them. So one of them screaming off the edge, one-on-one.
Well, and regardless, even with the time on the clock, the offense has been one-dimensional all day.
It has.
It has been a pass-first, Sam Walton running the show, which means that the Raiders know they can just bring as many as they want on the blitz because Walton's been the one to throw the football. They bring him again, flag on the play, there's a holding.
That was drawn by Casillas.
Casillas will get called out of bounds, and we'll see if they choose to take the penalty now.
If you can't block him, hold him, I guess.
Yeah, well, you know, what are you going to do to stop a man like that who's just, just running wild all over the place? He's a man on a mission.
They're on a tear right now. This is some of the best pass rushing I've ever seen in a football game. We're coming so late in the game, Justin, that sort of second win that they've had.
And the belief has been much stronger this game than in weeks past. There's just been a different feel here tonight from this Raider team. A little bit more purpose, a little bit more passion, some toughness being shown here.
And Moore Park's one win against Santa Ana in the second week of the season. In the end of that game and kind of throughout the game, Santa Ana's goal was to pass, but Moore Park against the pass late in the game has proven.
Here they come again, going deep, adjusting, what a reception, that will go all the way, touchdown, Horsters.
What a throw by Walton.
Oh my word.
Solid Hill had phenomenal coverage on the play, but when the receiver adjusted inside, Hill didn't make an adjustment with them.
I'm not sure how much Hill could have done there, because by the time the adjustment was made, the ball was halfway through the air, and Hill was flat-footed.
Hill had a chance there, messed up. They lost it from Moore Park. I think back to that third down and long he gave up, giving this offense a second life.
All of a sudden, we could be tied. 41-40 with an extra point on the way.
This is where I was saying for Moore Park's offense, don't get conservative, because that's what you've done the last two drives. You got to go back in a game time.
David Redden with the play of his collegiate life.
I would say I trust the Raider defense. I trust the pass rush. I mean, that was a broken play towards the end of it.
Part of
Good
that was
coverage
luck,
to
and
start.
part of that was skill. The adjustment made by Redden was absolutely marvelous.
It was perfect, picture perfect. A great play by the receiver. Great play by both players. The defensive back, the receiver had the edge on that one.
A reminder, despite this tie score, despite the amount of touchdowns scored through the air today, a field goal could come down to what wins this game.
It could. And if nobody scores tonight, is there? I believe there's overtime.
We'll see.
Possibly.
We'll see. You know, I don't think I've covered a game that has approached that point.
Well, we're on the road to finding out.
Good Lord. What a football game. Kick away, bouncing, and smartly downed. Oh, that was a terrible kick given the situation.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I mean, granted, the return team has gotten the ball there almost every time.
I don't know if that was botched or if that was planned, because it looks so bad that it could have been planned.
It could have been a botched onside kick.
Well, yes, but with 3:40 to go, I don't know how many timeouts they have remaining.
I believe it's 2.
If they have 2, but now they give the Raiders prime field position again at the 46.
I wouldn't be too worried if I'm Santa Monica. I'm coming out after 2 times or Moore Park has started right here and have not picked up a first down.
All right, well, they may bring the blitz. There they come. Up the middle, Davis.
The biggest deal here for Moore Park, don't take any penalties that killed you in the last drive.
Good pickup. 2nd and 4, 3:23 to go. They're more willing to milk the clock. They are in control despite the tie game. Plenty of time.
Well, Moore Park controlling their own destiny. They got the ball, 3 minutes to go. All you need is a field goal, but you know they'd like a touchdown. Carranza 2 for 5 on the year. He did perfect so far in the night, though.
Pass complete. Jones fumbled the football! Jones fumbled the football! Corsairs have it!
That is the third time tonight, Justin, that a Moore Park player has dropped the ball without being touched. One for Hafter, one for Giannis, and now one for Jones. A critical mistake. That is not an able time to have a fumble. And that's going to come back and possibly cost Moore Park the game.
Oh my God. Can it be more riveting? They take over on their own 38.
And can Moore Park's defense now with a quick change? You thought your offense had a first down. Instead, it's going the other way. Moore Park's defense needs to come up with the stop of the game here.
Alexander Jones had the ball go off his hands, off a leg. He had control of it, ruled the fumble. And now a chance to win. Santa Monica trying to come back from 17 down. They mix in a run, one of the rare they throw today. Reminder once again, a field goal will win the football game.
I believe they're probably going to trust it in the arm of Alton. He's ledging this comeback. Showing a lot of confidence. Throwing it in the pocket. And the big deal for Moore Park is you got to put them under pressure. Been able to do that a lot tonight.
Here they come again. Picked up well. Ooh, that was dangerous. Incomplete. Michael Lopez in on the coverage.
I thought that was intercepted. I thought that was caught. He was going to pick it back. I thought it was incomplete.
No, it was 50-50 runs and it lands on the ground after all of that. 2:24, 3rd and 7.
Here we go, another 3rd and long. Can Moore Park's defense finally figure out that 3rd and long? They haven't been able to do it so far tonight.
Now the crowd gets to it. Will get it to midfield. Oh my goodness!
And Moore Park gets the ball right back around where the fumble was, Justin. Pierce's second interception, he had the one that went 80 yards back and got caught at the 2.
If
So
any
Pierce
of you,
shining bright.
if any of you are watching this, we are also having heart palpitations with you. This is nuts.
This is a crazy game here for Moore Park versus Santa Monica.
So Daniel Pierce has been featured in the special teams unit. He's made some big returns tonight and comes up with yet another big defensive stop for the Raiders. An interception returned all the way to the 48.
Well, it helps when your defensive back gets an interception. He's also your kick returner.
Johnson, over the middle, complete, right to break a tackle, to the 30. Leroy Jimenez.
Well, the first time we've called Jimenez's name in a while, he's been their punter, made some great plays for them there. Not to mention also a touchdown in this game, and they get them going here on the final drive possibly of the game.
They need a field goal. I have never seen this type of excitement from a Raider crowd this year. This is riveting. Get to the back, to the edge, pushing, lowering the shoulder is Janos.
Well, Janos knows the situation, not afraid to lower the shoulder. He's not just going to waltz out of bounds, trying to pick up as many yards as possible. They sub him out for Davis. But Janos, a great pickup of 5 on first down.
We are set up for a poetic ending. 2nd and 5. A minute 17. Play action toward the sideline. Caught. Carbajal out of bounds.
Carbajal makes a nice catch there. Carbajal, the leading receiver for the Raiders, leads in touchdowns and yards and receptions.
A minute 9. Donovan Davis back into the running back position. Possible field goal range. We don't know Carranza's leg here. Davis gets it. Tries to break through the middle. Making men miss. Fighting. Grinding his way to the 15.
Justin's getting into the intensity of this one.
52 seconds.
Okay, Moorpark bring it on. This is where you got to be thinking for Santa Monica. That timeout you called on the 4th down. You can't use it to stop the clock enough to get the ball back.
38. We'll see if they choose to spike it. Johnson, sideline, letting his receivers create in space to the 10. They may be just setting up front field position for a field goal here. 24 seconds to go.
I believe they are.
Santa Monica, third half timeout of the game.
Well, barring an incompletion, Moorpark's going to have a chance to run this one down, Justin. And trust Scooter Carranza to knock it through. He's only gotten 2 in the season, 5 attempts, but he's made it 1 for 1 tonight and broke a streak of missing 3 in a row.
24-28. It's technically a 2nd and 5.
And they're definitely in range for Carranza now inside the 20. We've seen him make one from farther tonight. We estimated earlier on in the season, I believe that around the 25 was Carranza's range.
The most points scored for the Raiders this year. Upcoming, the last home game for the Raiders is November 6th, senior night. But right now, all eyes are on this one. We do hope you tune in for that.
That should be a good one against Santa Barbara.
41 all.
I'd be surprised if they pass it here.
And they do. Johnson with pressure. Broken up. Good hands. Sadiq Smalley.
Well, this is why that was risky. I get you trust Jimenez and the Johnson connection worked wonders for you the last 2 weeks, including this game. But now Santa Monica will have a chance.
For the lead. 20.7. Here comes Carranza for the kick of his career.
Improved 50% on the year as well. No more pressure than you'll get right here.
It is up. He got it. Raiders lead by 3. 18.2 to go. And they need their D to come up with one more big play.
The defense interception by Pierce leads to the game, possibly winning drive and kick by Carranza. A great job by Johnson, Llanos, Carbajal, all working down the field for Moorpark, and they're eyeing their 2nd win, Justin. They just got to hold on for 18 more.
18.2. We've talked about the special teams and return units both times in the last quarter here. Can the D come up big and pin them in their own territory to make it difficult with 18.2 to go?
You got to make sure that the kick return doesn't go to the house, most importantly, but not set up Santa Monica's offense in a good field position. You got to cover this one well, stay home, don't try to be a standout here. You just got to do your job on this play.
This game tethered by a very thin string for the Raiders. Deep! I go out of bounds! It is!
No. So Carranza, after the field goal to take the lead, kicks it out.
Oh, what a big miscue. It's going to put the ball most likely to the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I'm going with the 35 on the right hash. So what is the range for Santa Monica? Where do they need to get to?
Well, we have to check.
I will look at
The longest kick
on the year. The longest kick is 29 yards. So that's extra Blankenship.
although
That's from Blankenship.
Blankenship has not really been tested in an area where he needs to make the game-winning kick.
Tonight we haven't seen him kick. It's been Megan Navarro. So no clue at what the range is. I'd guess around the 20.
Hit as he throws. Complete anyway. Wow. Adjustment made by the receiver at 45.
Made Casillas getting more pressure. And Vollins took a beating tonight from the Moore Park pass rush, and he just hung in there tight, showing a lot of guts and courage, and still delivering these great passes.
14. Quick 40 off. He got it outside. Put it sideline. Stop the clock. Pass again. Over the middle. Tipped and picked. That'll do it. The Raiders come up with the interception of the year and walk away with their second victory of the season. A flag late for celebration, but it won't matter.
And
The game of the year.
the man who gave up the touchdown to tie the game, Salah Hill, makes a phenomenal jump on the post route, forces the tip, and then intercepted.
And we've talked about the defense, Luke, all evening. And it is the secondary that comes up with the play of the game with yet another interception. Raiders win with 6.8. It is academic. A kneel down. And this one will go in the annals of Raider history as one of the most exhilarating games we've seen really in the last 3 years for this ball club.
This could be the best we've seen on the season. What a game. Moore Park doubles their win total from the previous season that they played.
And they will improve to 2-4. They keep the slim hope alive of a bowl game. They need 6 wins. The Raiders walk away with a 44-41 win. For play-by-play man, I'm Justin Borsis alongside Luke Lamont. Thank you for joining us here on the Moore Park Raider live stream. Stay tuned for the 5th quarter locker report. Our post-game show coming up in just a few minutes. And stay tuned next week for a road game against LA Pierce. The Raiders win the biggest game of the year. everybody, and welcome to the fifth quarter post-game report. I'm Justin Borges, your play-by-play commentator tonight, alongside your color commentator this evening. What a game this was. A 3-point victory for the Raiders, 44-41. The craziest game I think we've seen all year. A lot of interesting stuff going on. We saw interceptions, we saw touchdowns, highest scoring game of the year. So, Luke, how do we unpack all of this right now?
Well, there's a lot to go through, but it starts with the Moore Park defense. Between the pass rush, Amari Thomas and Peyton Casillas were wreaking havoc the entire second half. The defense coming up with huge interceptions with Haffrey and Pierce. And then the offense was able to get it done between Johnson and the arm and Janos on the ground. A little bit of Youngman on the ground as well, and Davis. But a great job by Jones and Jimenez through the air. And for Santa Monica, still put together a great game. Fulton stood in there tough despite the pass rush and led this comeback for Santa Monica.
Well, and we talked about how tricky Santa Monica became in the second half. It seemed like the Raiders were in control. They were up 17 going into the fourth quarter. Santa Monica cut it to 10, and then all of a sudden it felt like the momentum had started to shift there throughout that fourth quarter.
The momentum definitely shifted. Santa Monica got some huge stops on defense, had some lucky breaks with some fumbles that were like the Haffrey interception that resulted in a fumble. Kind of sparked that drive up again. An amazing percentage on the third down and longs. They didn't see any more of Tariq Brown throughout the rest of the game, I believe, after he went down with an injury. But still, Santa Monica managed to come back. They had the amazing long touchdown play that resulted in the tie game. It's just Moore Park ended up having the time on their side late in this one to finish it off.
Well, and speak about the defensive pass rush. You touched on it a little bit, but that was really the catalyst for the turnovers today. They usually were rushing 3 and were still able to get home. They brought 4 on a couple of occasions, but Peyton Casillas, a big factor as well in that pass rush.
Well, Peyton Casillas had 2 sacks. He had 6 coming into the game, so 8 total on the year. They had a lot of quarterbacks. A little too many for me to count, but Peyton Casillas was everywhere. And then you got Peyton Casillas taking a lot of attention, so it opened up for Amari Thomas to pick up a 3-sack game, and not to mention a forced fumble in the run game. So those two came off the edge. Those got to be the MVPs of the game for Moore Park.
So the Raiders improved to 2-4 on the season. They go on the road the next 2 weeks, starting at L.A. Pierce. We should be there to cover that game. They need to run the table to get a bowl game in. There's still a slim chance that is a possibility. For the fifth quarter locker report, I'm Justin Borges alongside Luke Lamont. Thank you for joining us, everybody. It's been a great night.